Folks, how does the audio sound? How does the audio sound? Is it good? Is it good? Can you hear me? There's a big elephant in the room that is saying address me. Is it your mom? Okay.
Am I the elephant?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. We're back. It's another stream, except this time it's on my channel. Um,
The production value's gone up massively.
yeah.
Looks way better. The camera.
It's
Everybody's in frame properly.
we've readjusted the camera. It's on a it is on top of like a lamp. It's not even like a lot. What would you describe that thing as?
It's like the stalk or the stand of like a lampshade.
Yeah.
And then it's tried to clip over it, but obviously it's like sleek metal. So every now and again it just like points down, and I mean it's just like we've both got our cocks out, so that's a little bit awkward.
I purposely picked this angle just so everybody can appreciate Dickers in his full girth. Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're such a dickhead.
I'm kidding.
If people are complaining that I'm overtaking the mic, okay, that is because of how Aiden has set this up. The mic is right here,
No,
right in front of my
it's
mouth.
just his big mouth and his big vocal cords,
Yeah.
like bigger vocalizations.
hmm
Um, we have some topics to cover, I guess. Uh, Camera is great. It's a webcam. It's like $100, so that's good. The stream is unwatchable on mobile. It keeps lagging. That sounds like it legitimately might just be in your end.
That is a you problem, yeah. Drop frames, 0.
Yeah.
Stream health, excellent.
Address Parry? What is there to address about Parry? Why didn't you go to? Because I already ate. I mean, I know. I guess like second dinner is apparently like the norm amongst some of these types. But I only eat dinner once.
Wait, you got an invite from Parry? I didn't get an invite from Parry.
I got an invite to go to dinner with him at like 10 p.m. I eaten at 6.
Hello, I can see Guna right now saying, "Hi, Dickers." Hello, Guna. Unfortunately, Aiden has put the chat all the way over there. I don't have my glasses on.
So if you guys talk to me, he can't see it. So we could say all the mean things about him through chat.
And the chat display on your screen is basically perfunctory. Like, it may as well not be there.
Can I make
no
up a
way, there's no
parody?
chance of reading that.
No, I will not be making up a parody, nor will I be making up a Queeman, nor will I be making up with any of the people who maliciously, vindictively tried to spite me and pretended for 3 days like we care about people being mean when it came just to me. Now, I've been putting the pieces together. I've been doing some detective work, and my suspicions have landed me on a unironic theory that Queeman slept with Hellbent. It is in my opinion that Queeman slept with Hellbent. Now, don't tell me why. Don't ask me why I think this. Don't ask me what caused this theory to be adopted by myself. But I've learned that if this were true, due to said conflict of interest, Queeman then pioneered a giant hit job against me because I dared to go after his 5,000-year-old mummified queen.
So do you apologize to Beckett now?
Beckett? Oh!
Is this your official apology?
I apologize for nothing.
Okay. Okay. Just getting everyone's stated positions clear.
Anyways.
You're literally like Russia right now, condemning like America's strikes in Venezuela, doing the exact same shit before they even did it.
Is it bad that Russians are moral people? Like, yeah, just because Russians care about their
Orcs.
Just because the Russians care about their own defense against NATO imperialism doesn't mean that they cannot. Obviously, they're going to condemn other acts of NATO imperialism and aggression. Now you see why Russia had to do what it had to do. Thank you for the 5 cats a flocking. Notice how there is only one bed. He's not sleeping in my hotel room. Puddle with the 5. This new Train Spotters reboot looks awful. I don't even know what you're referencing.
You've never watched Train Spot?
I don't know what Train Spotters is.
No, Train Spotting.
No.
Where they're all heroin addicts. You fit the bill. I don't think I do.
Of a heroin addict?
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I get that. Did your beer just explode?
Yeah, it
Damn, this guy can't even open a beer.
did. This is really how insecure you feel, right? You're taking the piss because my beer foamed slightly.
If I did that, they'd make fun of me. Oh, hold on, why is my fucking... Okay, so I have like a docket somewhere, apparently, I guess. So let's get into our topics. We've got a video that was suggested to me by okay, it's an hour and 7 minutes long. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna like 1.5 it and skip through it. It's called Putting My Groomer on Blast. And, you know, we don't like grooming around here, contrary to popular belief, and we love to watch groomers get put on blast.
91 subscribers.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this video, and let's give a voice to the voiceless. The voiceless being people with 91 subscribers. Here you go.
On screen now, because technically in the first video I do put them on screen, but I say to an extent.
Nope. Great headphones, buddy.
Well, you didn't even let me set them up properly, but you know. Wait, they're connected.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I have to do?
Unmute your laptop.
No, I have to... There we go.
No.
However, these are
Not the speakers.
Oh, the headphones.
Yeah.
not to an extent, they're kind of just straight up. So nobody knows about this situation outside of my friend group and my personal life. However, my groomer does have a slight track record of making public accounts from time to time, and she also likes editing and some.
She already... Allegations are fake. Women cannot be pedophiles or groom. It's my most controversial take.
Aren't women like the most likely to get away with it? No?
If they're getting away with it, how would we know?
Well, I mean, that's like the
how,
whole point.
How would you measure
The very fact that you are dismissing this female rape story right now is evidence that females get away with it.
That was a joke, okay, obviously.
Her edits have gotten popular on TikTok before she took them down, and I don't want her to have an internet presence anymore. If the best way
Nice
I'm
job.
able to
You destroyed the
eliminate
audio
any
again,
possibility
dickers.
of her coming back is to make all of this public,
Nice job, Dickers.
then, you know, so be it. As far as I know, she doesn't have any public accounts. However, when I originally cut her off, I did say, hey, maybe actually try talking to other people and making public accounts to get in contact with people. However,
This worked
I
perfectly
no
at
longer
mine,
believe in that, and I want her internet presence entirely removed. I already have screenshots I need to bring up in therapy, so I don't care if she deletes her accounts. The first video isn't as heavy as the second one because the first video is going over me and her's history, as well as bringing up some screenshots of when she emotionally and mentally.
I get that, like, she was groomed and everything, but could she, like, at least try to make it, like, a little more entertaining for the viewer? It's just, like, so slow.
It's a little bit of a downer, isn't it?
Yeah. $2 from Draftel. Why is that guy here? Attention seeker? True, he was begging me to come over to be on my stream.
Abused me when I was a kid, and then the second video is specifically going over
It would
the
seem like
grooming,
every
which is
time we paused...
a lot more heavy, and I also
No,
don't
it's
censor
okay, we should
anything
fix
in those
this.
screenshots. So They're a lot harder to read. If you don't care about me and her's history, skip to this timestamp and that will play the video where I go over the screenshots of her being gross with me. However, if you want to know some context beforehand, I had watched the first video. So, here they are. Thank you. This has been several years coming. Welcome to the most comprehensive video I will ever be making regarding Autumn, or as some people know them as, Dior. My history with Autumn stems over the span of almost a decade, as well as some people I know, and a lot has happened within that time frame. I only just recently cut Autumn off for the final time, and now that they're gone, I figured now is a good time to properly document my history for other people to see if they want, and so I won't forget anything, again, because brain go eat. I'm not going to spend too long on the introduction, as basically everyone in my life knows what it is. Considering my wonderful life choices, I haven't met a single person who's been in my life that hasn't seen or heard of Autumn. But here's a mini refresher anyway. Autumn, on October 11th, 2003, was one of my friends from 2018 to only a few weeks ago, at least as I'm writing the script, God knows how long this will take. There was an 11-month period where I had her cut off, only for us to get back in contact during the transition to 2022. I'll be referring to these times as phases just to make things easier. During the first phase of our friendship, Autumn and I had a constantly sporadic on and off relationship that she had told me she hoped to span on to when either of us turned 18 so we can meet up. What she planned to do with me, I have no idea. Luckily, that never came to fruition despite a couple of plans with my parents. This relationship was not healthy in the slightest and has forever ruined the way I speak to people both romantically and platonically and caused my later relationship with be more mentally exhausting both during and after its duration. Some of the screenshots I'm going to show will not be in chronological order as I don't think it's necessary to format it that way, but also because Autumn was known to make a brand new alt account every 2 weeks and probably has so many emails that they could have taken up 60% of Google's data leak. But I tried to list the general events in order as much as I could. I'd also like to make a small note that a good chunk of this will only be my testimony, as during the first half of our relationship, I didn't think to screenshot anything. If I did, it's lost to time, and I might only have very scattered bits of it. We mostly spoke in Steam statuses, which automatically delete if you don't comment on them, and it shouldn't be a surprise to know that she rarely ever spoke in the comments. The same goes with Steam DMs, which automatically delete every other.
Did you just try and pause the video on the OBS?
No.
At all. Autumn didn't change or improve during this duration, so her behavior will be more consistent either way. The only thing you could get any.
What is the actual allegation here? She's saying grooming. What's actually happened?
We're trying to figure that out.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Shoot.
Wait. Okay. Turn the mic. I'm turning the mic volume up. Okay.
I feel like there's a reason why this person has only got 91 subscribers with the fucking grooming story. I think they need to get to the point a little bit more.
All right, are we loud enough?
If they could compress this,
are we loud enough yet? Are we loud enough yet? Okay, that's too loud.
Just turn on upward compression instead of gain.
Oh. What is upward compression?
You know, like a compressor?
Yeah.
But imagine that in the up direction.
Upward compressor. And then what do I turn up?
Turn the threshold to, like, I don't know, negative 10 maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
that should be
perfect. That's good.
Yeah, it should be a little bit equalized now.
There we go.
Whiplash from would be my responses to everything. So let's get into the fun stuff. The two of us met on Steam in 2018. It turns out at the time I had actually heard of Autumn from my online friend group. Someone named Bella, who will be brought up much later, had brought up someone by the name of Mia several times. All I knew was Mia wasn't liked and had a track record of things I didn't know about, but Bella had stayed friends with her anyway. I'd asked a few times to meet Mia or at least say hi, as I was a very social kid, but this never came to fruition. Until a certain art piece Bella had made, which I'll check to see if it's still up, but I honestly don't think it is, considering how privatized our account is now. Just from vague memories, I saw a comment thread happening under the post, and as I had done a lot back then, I joined the conversation. Something else to note about me is I absolutely loved to roleplay as a kid. I would jump into random Steam group chats with strangers and come up with absolute bangers that I still think about from time to time. So that's what I did. I roleplayed with them, one person being Bella, the other being Staria. I did some dumb things like giving Staria head pats and pooping them on the nose, which eventually led to them sending me a friend request. I never rejected friend requests as a kid, and most of my Steam friends list now is full of those people who randomly added me, and I accepted it. The only difference being none of them fucked over my entire life. As most of you know, and others may have guessed by now, Staria, Mia, and Autumn are all the same person. I didn't know this at the time, and from what I can remember, I didn't find out until much later, but that was after I had already been isolated. She immediately started texting me and posting about me in statuses, and I honestly felt really happy.
You know what this video
I
needs?
Friends, online or off.
You know what this video needs, chat? You know what this video needs? To whine. To whine, chat. To whine.
Dude.
Any day
what
now.
Are you doing? No.
No, it's a cap. It's a cap. This one is a cap.
Yeah, I know it's a cap, but it's you are molesting that one. Do you want me to give you a hand?
I never have trouble with this. What are my hands just like sweaty? Okay, you do.
Dude. Do you want me to pour it for you as well?
To whine.
God.
asking about me, one of them claiming to be Autumn's brother. Keep that
Don't
in
worry,
mind.
bro.
This friend group
We
then
got a
expanded,
check.
and I was having a fantastic time. But at some point down the line, Autumn and her brother started texting me around the same time.
Just
Her brother
minimize
claimed
the
that she had a
OBS
crush on me and wanted to know how I felt. Only for a few minutes later, I got a text asking about it and was told not to worry about it, and he was just trying to prank me. This happened for what felt like a while, though I'll never truly know, until she finally texted me asking me out. From timestamps I do have, this happened not even a week after she added me, and for some goddamn reason, most likely me wanting to make her happy, I agreed to start dating her, and I posted this artwork the same day. A little bit after, when Bella asked me how we got together, she told me that Autumn didn't have a brother, and when I asked, she confirmed to me that it was an alternate account she puppeteered to ask me out, but tricked me so I'd be more open to answer. That's how
Do you have
everything
Dickers a
started.
bottle?
I wasn't
He has a 6-pack of beer. I don't really like beer, so he's.
I've got my own. I've got my own. I've got my own. I've got
You
my
didn't
own.
want wine, did you?
I mean, I said, are we drinking on stream? You said, get your own. I've got wine. In fact, no, I offered to buy you alcohol, and you said, no, buy what you want. I've got wine.
So what I
So I
just
was
did is
completely
okay.
excluded. So I was completely excluded from the wine. I was never offered the wine.
I didn't think you. I didn't know you. I've never seen you drink wine.
Okay. Despite the fact that like 2 days ago, when I sent you in to go and buy alcohol at the store, I said go buy wine. I'm happy with that. That sounds good.
That's not what you said. You said buy anything. I'll be happy with whatever you buy.
I said wine sounds good.
No, you didn't.
I'm gonna go into detail on it, but I
It's
want to
okay.
bring it up to demonstrate how she started isolating me.
Great
My
headphone
friend.
stickers.
I was best friends with someone named Haley. They surprisingly still have me added on both Steam and Discord, and I honestly wouldn't mind talking
There's
again.
Bombay
And before you ask, we're the same
Sapphire,
age.
whatever the
we would
fuck
talk every
that
single
is.
day, make OCs with each other, and roleplay all the time. My parents very quickly learned of Haley's presence as we would play video games all day, and they encouraged me to branch out my art style from only using the circle and line tool in MS Paint. A little bit before Autumn added me, they confessed to me that they had a huge crush on me but didn't know what to do about it.
Why
I
aren't you
rejected them at the
using
time
my
because I thought I was
thumbnail?
straight, only for
Okay, should we pull Augie's thumbnail up for the stream? Okay, Augie sent me this thumbnail that he made that he's really keen on me using. Wait, fuck. I think I got removed from the group chat. You have to resend it to me.
Dude, oh my god. They added you to the group chat.
a month or so
Sent
later,
you
I
an
got with Autumn.
anti-Semitic email of your face. Or
email.
thumbnail of your face.
Yeah, did an email.
and then close you off from the group chat. Aren't these guys supposed to be your friends? Aren't you always
And
going
I
on about how
didn't
like
have the foresight to
Augie and
see how
Turkey
badly
Tommy
this
are
would hurt
friends
them.
and stuff?
And it did. They messaged me their
are.
grief, and I
My
comforted them.
friends
But when I
just
told
treat
Autumn
me
about
in
it,
a
she
in a
told
very
me that it sounded
strange
really
way.
guilt trippy, that she was only saying that so we would break up and I'd get with her instead. And I didn't know who to believe. I don't remember how that situation ended, but slowly, me and Haley grew apart until we stopped talking altogether. Please note that this isn't the only time something like this will happen. I had Discord in April 2018, as you can see on my profile. Fun fact, this actually wasn't to talk to Autumn. Kind of. Bella and her had actually warned me of someone in this friend group who was a major creep, and 6 years my senior, and he too had just barely asked me out, so they told me they could explain
Speaking
their
of
history in a
6
call.
years, they're
I didn't end up
senior.
using Discord
Augie
regularly, as I
asks
now
what
understood
the
the hype.
age gap is
Me
in
and
our
Autumn had been on and off
relationship.
breaking up at this point, but during the times we were together,
You look like my professor. I look like a high school student, so I think that probably very illegal. Very illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you like 27?
No, I'm
I know. You're,
I'm in my early 20s. I'm 24. 24.
you're 24?
Yeah, do you not know this?
I thought you were younger than 24.
Well, I was until a couple months ago.
You're 24.
You've got to stop. You're
I
just
got Discord on
doubling
a tablet
down
and
on
could probably
fucking
call.
ageism. Just to try and vindicate your hellbent takes.
Don't worry, we just gotta switch back and forth.
This is so
I asked her a
fucked.
few times, but she declined, stating she was too nervous to speak, so I let her be. She also made me my very own Google account,
Okay,
which
let
I'd
me
never
see
had up
this.
to this point. So I also had a YouTube channel, which everyone knows by now was Vanilla Dirt Cake. She started uploading videos with her voice, which I'd absolutely gush over, which is very embarrassing now. We did eventually call and ended up calling very frequently towards the end of 2018, which is when everything goes absolutely to shit.
Average
On Discord and Steam, she made
experience
several alternate
online
accounts to
on
act as different
Discord?
people and interact with me. To balance this out, I made an alternate Steam account myself that added every single one of these accounts. I eventually stopped using my main outside of playing games since nobody there interacted with me. Besides, Scootaloo loves Sans, the same went for Discord despite having all my friends added. By this point, I was dealing with other pieces of shit like so I already wasn't
Don't
having a
drink
good time.
wine from
but
the
I always had my
bottle.
own slash
Why
girlfriend there
don't
for
they
me.
go buy your own
I honestly don't
fucking
remember
wine,
much from this point in my
whiny
life, as
bitch.
I was always stressed no matter where I went, but I do
Can this
obviously
girl
remember
just
that
get
she would make
raped
new
already?
accounts constantly. She would also keep me up
She's
until ungodly
17.
hours in the morning using these
Currently?
alternative accounts to make
Yes.
stories that she was about to kill herself,
kidding.
and I
I don't
apparently
know.
needed to be there. The thing was, I had no power in any of this. All I could do was text. I don't know if I have access to any of the chats, and I kind of don't want to read through those ever again, but there would be times where I'd ask these supposed people if they could deal with it themselves so I could go to bed, or I'd beg to go to bed, and it was early in the morning. I had school. but I'd be scolded and yelled at or called a horrible person for not caring, or that Autumn would kill herself if she knew I had left. Like, I was the only thing keeping her alive. It was my responsibility to be there as her partner, or even if I wasn't. If I wasn't there, she'd kill herself. If I needed to do something else, like go to bed because I had school that morning and needed to deal with Caleb, she'd kill herself. And if I had friends, she'd kill herself. During 5th grade, I was very frantic to keep my friend group alive.
Grade?
If you don't know what happened in 5th grade, you don't know me. We all know
Fifth
that the one little
grade.
bitch who said that if he can't be friends with us,
That
then
changes a lot
nobody
of
could.
things.
Fucking awesome. Fuck you too.
Okay, I retract my previous statements. I retract my previous statements. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Dude, 5th, like, for those of you who don't know, because a lot of you are British, or you're British too.
Mhm.
5th grade is like, you know, like when your mom sends you to primary school in Leeds, and you have to graduate to a grammar school.
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck.
It's like 10 years old, right?
No, 5th grade is elementary school in America. It's like the youngest school level.
It's primary school in the UK. Yeah. I think it's about the same. How the fuck you've got unrestrained access to the internet when you're in 5th grade? I don't get that at all. Since you're on like Steam and like making Discord accounts and shit like that.
I could have if I want. I had an iPad back then, I think, but I wasn't. I did use like I used the internet to make like I think I made like Minecraft Pocket Edition like screen recording videos when I was in like 5th grade or something.
Yeah, but that's not participated in like an online community.
But I was still pretty young when I did start. Like, but I was still older than this. I was like not that much older. I was like 2 years older. I think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like the amount of like time spent on online communities that we have, that's the level that you have to be in, surely. To have like several friendships ongoing and a relationship, and you're intertwined in all these people's fucking lives. Like, do you not have friends in real life? Are you spending all your time on your fucking iPad?
Well, okay, but everyone, the friends that someone has access to in real life are not really going to be as relevant as people think. I honestly, my working theory is, it's not really my theory, it's like fucking obvious to everyone, is it's like a combination of lax parenting and neurodiversity. A lot of it's not a coincidence that everybody and their mom on here is like high functioning autism or something. These are typically people who are just not getting what they wanted out of their in real life social interactions, felt alienated from their peers, or had a really bad life offline in terms of the internet as a form of escapism, and it drove them even at a young age to, because the pressure, the pressure, you could be, when you're a kid, you could be, if you're online, you could be whoever the fuck you want. You could tell people you're anyone, you could be the coolest person you want, like, you don't have to worry about like face-to-face interactions and looking cool. Whoa, sorry, oil up? What happened? Yo, thank you so much for the 99 cents. Your local cryptid with the poop with a face emoji. Do not insult Dicker's girlfriend like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I agree with basically everything you've just said except the high functioning part.
But obviously, I was not in a very good mental state. This is the point in my life where my disorders really shone through. They had partially affected me before, but coincidentally, when I met Autumn, suddenly everything went to shit. The point is, I was already freaking out. Autumn convinced me my parents were untrustworthy because they didn't fully understand what was happening to me at school, and other things were happening to me at the time that I will never bring up to anyone. I don't care who you are, but if you knew me at the time, you know what I'm talking about. They used every vulnerable moment in my life against me to convince me that the people around me were manipulative, guilt-trippy, or didn't care about me. One of the most specific times I can remember was when me and my friend Lucy, who most of you knew, were live streaming a lot. I'd be on call while she played something in the background, and we named it Live Stream Buddies. I made an announcement about it and linked people to the stream, only to go on Steam a bit later and see that Autumn was having a bit of a meltdown. When I asked her what was wrong, one of those fucking alt accounts stepped in for her. I will forever remember what she said, and it still gives me a chill down my spine when I remember that this was being said about an 11-year-old. She's just sitting on the couch, staring at the ceiling, repeating, "Snap his neck, snap his neck." After this, I started to distance myself from my friends. I did it because I was scared that if I hung out with them, I'd be putting them in danger, since she also convinced me that she would come to visit me that December. Now, we saw each other in person all the time, but outside of that, and maybe on YouTube, I went silent. When friends would try to get me to hang out, I'd come up with some excuse. I stopped doing the live streams. There's also a very notable instance from Thanksgiving. As 5th grade went on, when Autumn broke up with me, I actually got with another friend of mine, who I won't name, as I don't know if they want me to.
How are you
I don't really
dating
consider that a
multiple
relationship,
people in
nor
the
do I
5th
consider them an
grade?
ex, but either way, Autumn
It
was
doesn't got
absolutely
anybody.
pissed.
I
We
mean,
were together for, I
you're
think,
20,
2 months
damn.
before we broke up, but that friend then made a post saying they had a crush on Autumn, and she dived in like a vulture. During Thanksgiving, Autumn said
Now I've gotten many
something to me.
offers.
I don't remember
Okay,
any of it.
many
I
offers.
don't remember what it was. I don't
men.
even have vague memories of it. All I know is on Thanksgiving, I asked not to eat.
Yes.
I went to my grandparents' house, hid upstairs in their bedroom, and cried my eyes out. But I can't remember what it was for the life of me, which is funny considering how much I do
50-year-old
remember.
British tourists
especially
in
from this.
foreign countries.
So how was Autumn
yes.
able to do something so horrible that I wiped it from my mind? I'll never know. Autumn later posted a vent on their account that claimed my friend had guilted and manipulated them to stay in call by sending pictures of a knife and saying they'd hurt themselves. My friend had a decent-sized channel at the time, so a lot of people saw this and started hounding
Dude,
them.
suicide
I told them I
baiting
didn't want to be
is
friends
so
with them
cool.
anymore, and for the next 2
Do
weeks, I
whatever
ostracized them
want,
from my friend
I'm
group.
just gonna, like,
We didn't have phones at the
kill
time, and the tablets we
myself,
did have wouldn't connect to the Wi-Fi, so they instead took pictures on
You're,
one of their
like,
handheld
holding
consoles and showed it to me at school,
yourself
which is
hostage?
honestly really
Genius.
funny
There's no
now. The picture showed
preparation for it
Autumn
either. You just do it
manipulating them,
anytime.
for some
Yeah.
godforsaken reason, bad-mouthing me, calling me annoying and whiny, a bitch, all of that. These pictures are very much lost to time, and I can't tell if it's better that way or
What
if
a
I should have found a way to keep them so I
disgusting
could have shown them how much they didn't change, but I'm sure you can imagine I was not happy with them, and when I confronted them, they fell off the face of the
She
earth for
seems
another
like an
2
annoying
weeks.
bitch.
I can't remember what happened then, but as you might have guessed, we made
She
up,
seems fine.
much to my friend's dismay. Another note I'd like to make right before this, Autumn had convinced me this person was bad, so they made me another Google account to switch channels on, but I let them know about it anyway. When Autumn posted that vent, I made my own post asking about it, only for Autumn to log into my account and take it down and tell me it was a bad idea because they wouldn't listen.
Why is the background
Luckily, this is
music
the
so
only time they
loud? This was mixed by like Ryle Kittenhouse.
logged into my account to take something down, but it also goes to show the type of hand they had in the situation. Okay, going off script a little bit, I'm gonna yap about some stuff I don't know where to put or that I feel like it should be important, but right when me and Autumn got together, I noticed Bella would ask me a lot, like, oh, where's my grandkids? And I was like, oh, that's a funny joke. But as I'm sure nobody's gonna be surprised, Autumn did consistently ask me to do erotic role plays. I do remember I did one,
Whoa,
except I sucked at it, and they complained that I sucked at it
Maybe
because all I
I'm
did
not
was
as locked
spam
into
the
the fucking
MT the
video
whole
as you
time.
are. How old is Autumn?
I don't know yet.
Neither do I.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So I don't know what you wanted from me, pal. I was 10. Now we get into the meat of the worst time of my life. 2019. This was the height of what happened to me in 5th grade. Had a complete hold over me and my friends. That thing I won't mention also reached a boiling point, and Autumn by this point had a firm grip on me. If I'm being honest, I hardly even remember what was happening at school. Not because of what I was doing, but because I honestly don't even remember that I went. But I did. My posts show me that I did, as well as what I was talking about. I just don't remember being with my friends. I don't even remember considering them as my friends despite everything. I know I did, but my school life felt so distant from my quote-unquote main life that I can't recognize them as the same time period. Every memory I have from this year was with Autumn, staying
That's
up
what
late at
trauma
night, talking to those
does.
alt accounts. And the sad part is,
wipes
I
your
knew
memories.
exactly what to say and how to play the
It
game.
taints your
I knew her
memories.
game better than she did,
Well, I
no
think
matter
it
how
does,
often she
but I
tried
feel
to
like
switch
this
it
is
up.
somebody who's read
But
about
I also
trauma
became
and is then
extremely
projecting that
apathetic.
onto it.
The only
Sounds
emotion I ever really
hysterical as
expressed
fuck.
would be when I lashed out, but she
No.
obviously didn't like that. I remember her complaining to me that I became
I
apathetic,
believe her.
and I have a
I
little
do not
treat
believe
regarding
her
that later, but
story.
who set that system
She's
up?
a woman
Two
online.
things are important
That
here.
makes
She
it
made up a
child.
person named Max, and Bella is about to be violently
I
thrown
don't
back
know
into the
if she's
picture from
still a
here.
child.
Max was supposedly someone who had the same Discord account and would interrupt in the middle of our conversations. We would be having a usual conversation, and then he would type WTF, what the fuck,
What's
to
this
announce his
girl's
entrance.
YouTube username?
And I'd be forced to have the
I'm
rest of my
finding
day
her
be related to
address.
fixing some kind of fuck up with him, or inevitably go back down the getting Autumn out of suicide shtick, as well as yelling at me, or making me feel like shit for how
Ashlyn
I, quote-unquote,
with
was
like, a
treating Autumn,
lolicon
what I needed to do
profile
better,
picture?
etc. There was also another guy named 21 who was a pedophile, but who cares about him? There were some inside jokes we made at the time, but this became my life day after day, the only difference being the change in characters. Fun fact, a good chunk of these became her cheating on me with these people and apologizing every time I rightfully got upset. But I also got used to it, and it got so bad
They
that if
were
I didn't
10
feel a
years
stabbing
old,
pain in my chest every day, I felt empty.
18.
So I kept going. I don't remember what I did with my friends. I don't remember how 5th grade ended besides the very last day.
18.
I only remember this. 6th grade wasn't
They're
much better.
18 now.
Same thing, except I had also just met Steph. I brought Autumn up immediately when we met, and of course the on/off breakup thing happened, but this time she got with Steph. It didn't even last a week. Honestly, I don't think it even lasted 2 days. But oh boy, I sure
Dude,
do remember
I
Autumn
saw
telling Steph,
some
finally,
video.
someone who
I
doesn't
saw
say,
some
I don't know
video
when I ask you.
earlier where there was like this like kid was like yelling at her mom or some shit, and like she was like telling her mom like you're old as hell. I was born in like 2020 and you were born in like 1980 something, and I was like, wait, when was the kid born? There are people born in 2020, dude.
Yeah, and they're 6 years old
You know, like
at the most.
Gen Alpha is over. It's like on our right. Gen Beta is like born this year, or it was the end of last year.
The first person I heard talk about that was Trisha Paytas, so I just like, I completely fucking dismissed it
Dude,
as some retarded
Dude,
like
she wants
whore
to.
babble.
She wants to run for Congress.
So fucking retarded.
I'd vote for her, man.
Yeah, of course you would.
They love me. But, you know, that goes on. Update, I just spoke to Steph in the hit year 2025, and Autumn said that they had to
Great
date if
headphones.
Steph wanted to be a good friend. And also, you know Max? Yeah, same thing. They'd use Max to chew out Steph, and then when they broke up, they made Steph feel like it was his fault, and that he broke it off. I think he did, but, like, my point still stands. And overall, treated Steph like shit, just expected nothing was gonna happen. Burn. I don't remember much from 6th grade either, but you know what I do remember? The pandemic. When I was stuck inside, you know damn well I only had one person to go to. This marks the day where the suicide stories finally came to the halt, but that doesn't mean I was free just yet, because they instead introduced this new thing called physical empathy, which meant that if someone died in a video game, video, picture, whatever, they'd feel it and die, and I'd have to wait a bit for them to revive. And of course, the alternate accounts were updating me on the process as it was happening.
What?
I was so
So you
tired,
have
I
to
didn't
go
even
and
play into
Fortnite
it.
revive
I would say,
them,
oh
dude.
no. Anyway, this turned into a year straight of playing things like Gary's Mod and VR chat, but I also had a group chat at the time that constantly changed names. Currently, it's called Silent Reading Group and hasn't had a message sent in it for over 3 years, but it's got good
I'm in
and
like
bad memories. It was active every day and had all my friends in it, which Autumn did not like. I refused to close it though. I did end up lashing out a lot. I'd get a message in the middle of my game, Autumn would get mad, and then I'd get mad. I'd hop in calls or
was
text
such
and tell
a
everyone to
loser
shut up.
5
I'd mute
years
the chat for
ago.
long hours at a time,
I was
etc.
such a
Attention
loser.
had to be
What
focused
changed?
on her.
What
But also at this
changed?
point, I
Oh,
actually
that I'm a
started
winner now?
reciprocating. I haven't explicitly said it so far, but I didn't know how to
Got
reciprocate
bitches on
love
my
during any
dick.
of this, let alone when I
Men
wasn't
up
even
my
being
ass.
loved. This part makes me really uncomfortable,
I mean,
especially because some
wait.
of the things I said had specific reactions from her. I never reciprocated sexually, let me be clear. So this is a horrible time to jump in, but after sifting through some DMs trying to look for our encounter back in 2021, turns out I did. I really did. It wasn't in detail because I didn't understand what was going on or how it worked. I didn't know how to sex, but oh, I did. I also
like
did shit
10.
in game where like I'd go up to her and I'd tower over her and then I'd flirt and tease her and shit like that, and it's dumb and I'd want to die. But I did, and she should have put a stop to that considering she
So
was
she
a
was
17-year-old
reciprocating?
at this point. But you know what? Whatever, I
When
guess.
she was
Who
10,
cares?
yes.
Who gives a shit? I don't know
Watch
about
us
me.
wait
That's for
to
sure.
only find out at the end that her
She sure
groomer
did.
was also
I basically
10.
just learned how to flirt on a basic level. I didn't know
She's
anything
11,
deeper than that,
dude, let's
but
be
she
real.
ate it up. It was also really weird because I ended up becoming the dominant partner, at least with what we were doing. The 17-year-old was literally being a submissive soft bean when a 12-year-old was flirting with them. As a 17-year-old now, I'd vomit if a 12-year-old tried to flirt with me. Not get turned on by it or get all giddy. What the
Wait,
fuck?
okay.
As the year went on, when they tried pulling some of the story
Yeah.
stunts, I didn't care. I'd go to bed in the middle of them, and they also complained that I had the same reaction every time and struggled to speak to people in depth. I still struggle with this, but I try to make it less obvious and vary my responses. But I have noticed that if you show me something or say something, I'll most likely say the same thing I did last time. Still trying to kick that habit. Bella makes a wild comeback, though. Autumn told me one day that she was playing Gary's Mod with Bella, and I immediately
all
felt sick
these-
considering passive as I haven't brought up. Which, just a little
Wait,
off
we've got,
script
hold on,
field,
we've
you know what
got
that
Cam
was.
Nuggets
Bella
in
would make group
chat.
chats.
We've got Cam Nuggets
What
in
did he
chat.
say?
What is the moral of this story? Why am I hearing any of this?
So the gist of this is
the moral of the story.
so a 10-year-old forms an online relationship with a 15-year-old, and now they're 12 and 17, and this is continuing. And the moral of the story is
Child rape is bad.
do
Don't
not
sex with
do not
10-year-olds.
do not take Tylenol while you're pregnant. When your kid is born, space the vaccines out. Okay, space it out. Space it out.
Or possibly just altogether stay out of like sex discords, like role playing, sex discords. That would probably be, dating discords. That's probably also a bad idea.
I was doing some research. I found. I just curious. How many of you in chat did your moms ever tell you that when they were pregnant with you, they were like throwing up a lot? I was looking into some data. And there seems to be a huge correlation between autism and morning sickness in pregnant women. Like throwing up while you have a child in the womb.
Or it would be like a stress response, gives them like autism.
Well, we don't know exactly what. There's just a correlation, but it seems to be very strong.
Did your mum feel sickly with you?
My mom explained to me that she had the worst morning sickness when she was pregnant with me. She didn't know how she did it. She was throwing up every single day.
That checks out.
A tear rolled down my cheek as she said that to me on the phone.
And let Autumn scream at me how she wanted to break up, and then just leave it at that. Now, fun fact, I have dissociative identity disorder. I wonder how that happened. I didn't know it at the time, but from what I've seen and this, I had a Kokichi fictive. And Makoto, but that was later. Bella and Autumn
Self-diagnosed.
spent the day in Gary's Mod beating the
This
shit
is not
out of
a
the
real
Kokichi
disorder,
model,
by
and
the way,
posting
but
about how they
Dickers
hated
likes
him,
to
which you're
pretend
fine to
that it
do, but
is.
this made me feel a wee bit uncomfortable.
This is
I brought it
every
up to her
rape
and got him
story
like, you know you're
online.
not
This is
Kokichi,
every
right?
rape story
Yeah.
online.
I know. It sounds chronically online, but I was a 12-year-old trying to cope. Leave me alone. They soon threw me into a literal 2020 confrontation
My
group chat,
altar
except it
comes
wasn't
out
even a
at midnight.
confrontation. They just started dogging on me. Both of them told me how shitty of a person I was, how they never wanted to talk to me
It's like
again,
Lion
how I was hurting
Convoy.
Autumn,
It's just like
etc.,
Lion
etc.
Convoy.
I left that
What?
group chat
A
multiple times, but they had me
confrontation
back,
group
and if I
chat.
muted it or stopped responding, they spam me and tell me I was just making myself look worse,
It's not the
and that
same,
I needed
man.
to hear this because nobody
I'm
else would
bored of
dare to say it
Thomas.
to my face. But take a shot at this point. When it was over and I had a violent breakdown on call at 1 a.m., we made up. Even decided to prank Bella in that group chat and got this lovely screenshot, but that's the end of that. The most important part of this, though, is October. Autumn has a heart condition. I've heard 500 things about what it could possibly be, but I know it's a heart condition. One day, they had a pig's heart. One day, it was partially made of metal. I actually haven't heard of this condition for several years now, so I'm very skeptical, but I'm choosing to believe it due to her having a very clear scar down the front of her body from the surgery. Could it have been something else? Sure. Doesn't really matter, though. Point is, she told me that in October, right before her birthday, she'd have another surgery and would go off the grid for a few weeks, and I prepared myself. So imagine my surprise when that
It's
time
like
comes,
this
and she blocks me.
abomination. Like
I'd been
there's
completely
filled with
dependent on her by now.
animal organs of
I didn't
different
think I had any
sorts.
friends, but
Cyborg.
sure,
I-
she just went off the grid.
I have the
The next
liver
parts
of
of
an
this get fuzzy, but I
armadillo.
started my archive server and logged some of what she did. So I've got screenshots from this time period. My friends in December of that year decided to prank Autumn, specifically Dusty.
Madison's ex. If you see this, say hello to the fake relationship dance sitting down edition because I duped thee. Haha.
It kind of backfired on them though, since we
What?
once again got into contact, but it didn't last. I noticed they were
What
making
was that?
clearly negative status posts and bios,
That guy
and
won.
they had abandoned everyone at this point. I made the very public decision that I'd cut her off on the 20th at noon, which led her to write this.
I legit didn't do anything. I just told you I wanted to stop talking for a bit.
Pause the video. Why pause the video? What's going on?
Also, Rena said earlier, Dicker, stop looking at your phone. She's got the chat on there, retard. Do you want to put that out? How's it going, Ned?
It's going. It's going.
What's your opinion on this rape so far? Rating out of 10?
Excuse me. We don't use that word on my streams.
Rape.
Yeah. No.
Great.
No.
So, thoughts of the CSA?
Yeah.
The
that's
pussy
better.
pounding?
Whoa. Nope.
Okay, sorry.
Nope.
Well, it wouldn't be pounding because it's like woman on woman.
Okay.
So that doesn't really work.
This is disgusting. You're despicable.
What
You're
the hell?
despicable,
Like,
okay? You should be
seriously,
ashamed
what
of
did I
yourself.
even? I need an explanation. This isn't fair. At all? I mean, what the fuck? Dude, you coulda just told me to my fucking face that you hated me or didn't trust me. Why? Why don't you trust me? I haven't done literally anything to you. You can't paint yourself as the victim. Neither can I. We're both
Odds
at
on the
fault.
15-year-old
And
being
low-key this
trans.
is really childish and stupid. But I guess that's just your nature.
Wouldn't be an issue
I don't
if they
hate
were.
you at all, but you're seriously a jerk. All of this is absolutely retarded. It doesn't need to happen. You've changed, and I don't know if it's for the better anymore. I used to think you were the best person ever, that you could do no wrong. But now that I think about it, the red flags were very apparent and I am stupid for ignoring them. I should be the one to not trust you. You're a horrible person. I am sorry, but it's true. I really wish we could be genuine friends. I really
you don't
do.
trust
But sadly,
me?
it seems
Well,
that bridge
I
has
should have
finally
been the one
burned down.
to not trust you first.
I am sorry it had to be this way, but I hope you have a good life. Please
$2
stay out
from
of my life.
Patrick.
I don't regret meeting
let's
you,
go.
but I don't know.
Fucking
I am
video,
starting
man.
to.
She gets about his
2018 and
every
early.
time we
Put the OBS on one side of the screen, put the audio settings on the other, so you can quickly flick it through and
No.
fix it. You're so obstinate.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Patrick with the 2. Let's go. We got the Dickers stream. Here's to you both. Thank you so much. Except that's only going to me. But thank you
Patrick.
anyway. It's,
Hold on, we've got another few ones that it replaced with the R word. We've got Snuggle Struggle, Cunny Crushing,
Oh
Clam
no!
Snap.
Nope. The C word. That disgusting word will not be uttered on my stream.
I was giving you-
This is a spiritual, sacred stream. Family friendly. Okay?
I'm just giving you options.
Some crackhead did not show his asshole on my stream. Some drunk conservative felon definitely did not get into a DUI on my stream with kids alone in the house.
2019 were great, but then you started to become apathetic.
You're speaking about
It
your
was
own
so
rape
sad
on
to
that
watch
stream,
someone
at
I
least,
cared
to
about
be
and
fair.
loved turn into this selfish monster. You
Yeah.
don't care about other people unless it's convenient. It's honestly distasteful. You're horrible. I hate to say these things, I really do, but they have to be said. I can't be quiet and let you pretend you're fully the victim. Cause, newsflash, you're not. You're literally an abusive person and I feel bad for everyone that talks to you. They're blind
This
to
is
your
how people have
toxicity.
been talking to
But
me
wait
this
until they
week.
realize who you really are. You'll be all alone. And I am not gonna be there for you to vent to.
This is Gamma
Not
talking to
anymore.
me.
Never again. And honestly, I am glad. Bye. I don't even care anymore.
Honestly,
No, that's been
that
you,
should have been
actually.
where
That
all of
last
this
part's
ended,
been you.
but as I'm sure you all know, it didn't. Over the next 11 months, I got a new friend group and wrote the banger story, The Western Four, with Lucy, Dusty, and Yuki. They were there for me when I didn't really have anyone else. Dusty was also keeping me in check. We started dumping things into the archive, and we also kept up to date on her accounts. We copied the links and would mark down every time she changed it. You might say it was a bad idea, but actually this shows a pattern. More specifically, that she was stalking me and my accounts. Everything I got into, she got into. Was still into Danganronpa? So is she. I got into the Walton Files. So did she. I got into Friday Night Funkin'. So
Oh,
did
not
she.
Friday.
But there were also
Dude.
several times she set her account to
Dude,
public
you
and
know
wrote a
what
giant
fucking Friday
I
night?
have a suspicion she was already there.
I don't even know what Friday Night Funkin' is, but apparently that's the community that Boing Bingus comes from. That's where Boobs Jiggler comes from. That's where Fallen Chungus and his fart fetish comes. No, as Dickers, but Fallen Fungus. That's where Fallen Fungus comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where this entire disgusting, incestuous, mycological shithole of a community. That's what it's
Mythological. True.
Is that even
It's
a
like
word?
it's like that. What's it called? Like Hell of a Boss, or like it's not Hasbro Hotel, the like Hazel Hotel. It's like all of this fucking group. It's all people who fucking grew up in the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff.
Oh, you want to come to my birthday party on Friday with Freddy Fazbear and Chica?
Your mother absolutely threw her guts
No,
up and
this
just
is-
tried to go with you.
This is my experience in elementary school. We're gonna. What if Freddy Fazbear and Foxy got into a fight?
I believe that was your experience at your primary school. I do believe that.
Yeah, dude.
apology in the bio. I saw
Yeah, everyone in my class wore helmets.
several of these, but I only accepted one of them. When I reached my 11-month milestone of being away for her, I jabbed at her in my public bio. I don't think I have the screenshot of it anymore, but it said something along the lines of, "It's been 11 months, you know who you are." And she went public with another apology, and I went straight to Dusty. But this time, I accepted it. And Dusty
Look away
chewed me
one
out.
sec.
No, please just don't make this more than it is right
No,
now.
look away
Because
one
chances
sec, I gotta
are
log
you
into
probably
something.
aren't going to listen to what I say. But
Thank
Madison,
you for the
why in the actual
Streamlabs
fuck would you want to
dono.
talk to Autumn in general? Like boom.
from-
You see she's changed
when I
somewhat.
log
That's when
in
you dial it back and get
without
the fucketh
Dickers
out of there.
looking.
Even if all that shit happened, we
Look
still got
away.
along well when nothing was happening. I kinda miss it.
Are you serious? Please tell me this is a funny, it's just a joke, right? Like, do you need a reminder of all the things she did?
Oh, I gotta,
No.
I gotta,
Cause, let me tell you,
Hold on.
that shit is in my head on fucking repeat. And I hate her for
Hold
what she
on.
did to you, to my friend. But why in the fuck would you want to be friends with her?
I still don't know.
Well then, let's look
Is
deep
that, why do
into
we
it.
have the TikTok
First one,
AI
is this
voice?
about validation? Like you feeling like you were somewhat the problem and wanting to make amends with someone who doesn't deserve it?
No.
Well, that's my only real question for it. So just look deep at this. At the face of why, in the God's holy hell, would you want to befriend your pedophile and your fucking abuser? That's like if you escape your kidnapper, just covered in cuts and blood. And then a year later, you call them up for beers or something.
Like Stockholm Syndrome.
Hell, if
What
I
if they're a
fucking
chill
know,
guy?
might consider
Yo,
it
one
with the
from-
fact you're
or
trying to
five
befriend the
from
person who
Cal.
preyed
This
on you
donation
and
is for
abused you.
Dickers' eyes
Like, am I
only.
wrong for thinking that
Dickers
doing this as you know,
wanna be leaking Aiden's
100%
DMs? It's a
without a
tradition
doubt
at this
stupid
point.
and will
Hurry
end
it up.
badly for you?
Go
No.
on.
I'm not mad at him for it anymore. That anger was very well deserved. I wish I listened to him, but, you know, what can you do now? So, how did things go after? Because
Did
most of
she never tell her parents? Probably not. The familial situation that leads people to be online at that young of an age, in many cases, is one where the person doesn't have or a good relationship or has a minimal relationship with their parents, where there's not open communication about what they're doing.
Or it's probably their parents just don't really give a
They're
fuck.
not interested. Yeah.
you know, these years were
don't.
when I
Is-
went
is
into my
this an
depressive
American
spiral.
thing?
Surprisingly,
I feel like
Autumn
we
wasn't
don't
really a part
we
of it,
don't have
but
the
she sure as
same
hell tried
kind
to
of
be.
thing in the UK.
So, we're gonna rapid
I don't
fire
know.
through
Are you guys like the Germans now? We do not have this in Germany. In Germany.
Think of all of the child grooming stories you have in the Friday Night Funkin' community.
Think of
And
all.
now try and think of one that's from a British child.
I could think of the Rotterdam group. What is it? The Rotterdam
Okay, well,
grooming gang.
exactly.
Didn't you have an entire grooming gang inquiry? Wasn't that like a political? Because there's grooming gangs.
That was in real
everywhere?
life. It doesn't count. That was in real life. It doesn't count.
Oh,
Our child sexual abuse victims are like cool. They're into drugs. They're into drink. They're into going out to clubs, partying when they're like too young to do it. Your fucking childhood rape victims are like loser virgins.
you would think the ones here are cool because you've much experience with them.
she did because I genuinely can't bring myself to care anymore. We get back into contact, and she tells me she went to therapy and has some diagnoses.
This my
Mini
super
script edit.
chat.
I was about to say I do believe she has these, but I only believe she has one, that being borderline personality disorder.
Not
The reason
that
I'm starting to
one.
question these
Thank
is because
you,
she told me
Bobby.
she also
Friday
got
Night
diagnosed with
Funkin' or
DID,
Black
but fairly
History
recently
Month?
she told me that wasn't
We
the
love
case,
Black
so
History Month.
I don't know what to believe anymore. The main two she used to explain the
Someone
shit she
whose
did to me
name I
was
cannot read
BPD
with
and
the
psychosis.
5.
Next, she's not going to do the stories anymore.
Ninja Maxing.
No, do not,
Ninja
do
Maxing.
not, do not, do not, Do not, because it's just going to incentivize them to donate more into those names. Thank you. Hello, Tweedle Diddy and Tweedle. You two are an exceptionally cute couple. Looking to make it a throuple. Hit me up if interested, cuties. Well, I personally will not be taking you up on that offer, but I appreciate the $5.
Thank you, Mr. Maxine, for the offer.
No, I will make you wait in the car. Okay.
You don't own a car.
I
bro.
don't, but I'll make you wait in it anyways.
Anymore. Great. I can confirm
Great
she didn't,
earbuds
though.
you got, man.
But she made it very clear
It's
she
your
still
laptop.
liked me. She'd flirt with me a lot. I had a Kyle fictive, and she changed her profile to be Stan because that fictive like Stan, you know. However, I got a boyfriend at this time, also known as. I love remembering this point in my life. She got a little bit upset when I got with him, and once again tried to do the going off the grid shit, but I didn't care this time because I had people to rely on at the time. Fast forward to when me and my boyfriend break up, and I actually don't remember how involved Autumn was. By the time me and Stu broke up, I was violently stuck in my own head, always asleep, and usually only awake for
It's
an
a
hour.
perfect
And Neo was
sync.
there, but who's counting? Any part of my life with her didn't have any negative effects on me, though, so that should tell you how focused I was on her at this point. Though I also remember sometime during this period, we were playing Genshin, and we were role-playing the characters, and she started genuinely flirting and trying to get with me under the guise of roleplay. I immediately let the call, and she posted an apology that's also lost the time, so everything just got slower from here, especially as I got into high school.
Whoa!
Ended up back in my life somehow, and I was way more focused on him.
I'm not trying to
but
set
also,
off smoke detectors
Knox.
here,
I post
buddy.
about us all the time. I yap about them all the time. Autumn knew who Knox was, obviously, because they followed both my Instagram accounts where I posted about my life, and Knox is part of
Dude,
my life.
it's everywhere.
Crazy.
Dude, it's
well,
not
one day I
everywhere.
noticed
You
Autumn
are
tried ghosting
such
me
a
again and left
child.
this at my door.
I did deactivate for a bit on both Insta and here, but I decided to talk about it instead of leaving first.
Is this the rapist?
Do you actually like me or do you just tolerate me? You can be honest. I see you gas up
this
this
smoke
person referring to
detector, see that little light? That
Mhm.
light? It's like a, what do they call it? Photoelectric or whatever? It looks for
Yeah, it's like a microscope.
impurities in the air. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like an element detector.
Yeah.
Detects gay.
Yeah.
Clearly not working then, is it?
Well, they're just double clouds. Blow it into your jacket.
Knox, which is fine, obviously. But you never seem to do that for me. And I just feel a bit left out, I don't know. I feel like you don't really like me that much. And it's fine if you outgrew me, man. I understand. Just please
Wow,
tell
not
me
even
if you
paying
still want me
attention.
around or not. Thank you.
I agreed to stop posting about them and keep any mention to them to my Discord status and servers we shared, so poor little Autumn's feelings wouldn't get hurt. You're a 20-year-old getting upset that a 17-year-old is posting about having friends in high school. Get over yourself. How sad does your life have to be to reach this level of lolcount material? That became one of the main events that led me to start distancing because whether they realize it or not, Knox is and was one of the biggest factors in conversation with me. You can't ask me how my life's been and be surprised when I talk about hanging out with my friends for the majority of it. Over time, they occasionally ask me to play Genshin, but I strayed away from that too. Here's more rapid firing about what they identify and believe in.
Never
They're
met,
red, queer,
like, a
and play
normal
contradictory flags and
person that
identities like
wasn't
Pokemon,
groomed or
identifies a pro
groomer,
shipper and defended,
plays
and the shit
Genshin
she's
Impact.
done is
Wait,
just
hold
being
on. Pause on
anti-harassment.
some of these accounts.
She
Gotta
shipped
add them on
incest.
Discord. Try and get them on the stream.
Pro shipper and defended, and
We gotta get them to call in.
About what?
What's their username? Go back like 5 seconds.
No, you mean forward?
No, backwards.
No, because they showed
the shit she's done is
They
just
show their
being
Discord before
anti-harassment.
this.
No, they
She
showed
shipped
right
in-
here. There.
That's their display. Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, we are not getting a face/it on stream.
Oh my god! Fictopan lesbian non-binary femme.
What is a
What does fictopan mean?
Let's look it up. What is a fictopan?
I'm dyslexic as fuck. I can't count how many letters are there. Ah.
Sounds like a Dragon's Den product. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Fictosexual. Is that where you're only attracted to fictional characters?
Oh, wait! It means they're pansexual for fictional characters. That's going to be what it means. So for real
That's not a real
children,
thing.
they're a lesbian,
That's not a real thing.
but they would still like touch
That's
their
not
pussy
a
to
real
like Prince
sexuality.
Zuko
That's
from
not
Avatar
a
or
real,
something
not a
like
real
that.
sexuality.
I used to be friends with fucking like Tumblr people
Identifies a pro
at some
shipper
point in high school,
Yeah,
and they would
pork
actually they would
chunguses.
describe themselves as
Autistic
that.
chunguses.
and defended,
yeah.
and the shit she's done is just being anti-harassment. She shipped incest. It's like crazy shit, like how something for real-life serial killers isn't bad because thirsting over the man who murdered your family won't hurt you, and other stuff. The official straw that broke the camel's back for me to finally lash out at them once and for all has to do with a certain historical event that just happened. TLDR, I saw the video of Charlie Kirk getting shot. no warning, just right in my face. It's not the worst video I've seen of someone dying, but it still messed me up, and I very
Dude,
openly had a negative reaction on
I was at the kids were all right. I was at the Churchill War Rooms today.
Mhm.
Okay, I was at the Churchill War Rooms, and as I entered the gift shop, there was this black kid. Okay, his race wasn't relevant, but I feel like when you're white talking about a black person, you always need to specify.
Just to other than
Yeah, this black guy, or I don't know. So, but as I was walking into the gift shop, he's singing Weird Charlie Kirk, and I was like, "Yeah, man, the kids are all right." And then I got arrested on suspicion. On suspicion.
Of course, a Jew comes to the UK and is rubbing his fingers. The kids are all right.
The kids
Walk around
are
seeing
all right.
black kids in the history museum.
Twitter. So you can imagine my surprise when I opened the platform and they're reposting shit directed at me. Also reposting the video when I specifically said I didn't want to see it and was having, again, a very bad reaction. And apparently that meant I support Charlie. Pro tip, it doesn't. I just don't get giddy at the sight of people dying no matter who it is, which, if you didn't grow up watching gore videos, is actually a pretty normal reaction. I was a very normal amount of pissed and finally wrote this and sent it to them.
I unironically think it's like
After that-
weird if gore makes you like that uncomfortable. I legitimately like
I was slightly perturbed with the Charlie Kirk video, were you not?
but it was like just because I knew who it was and I've seen him in so many other contexts, it was different because it was like that's the guy. Like I saw that video expecting to see him debate someone. I was expecting to see I almost thought it was AI.
Oh my god, Aiden, you were so excited. You were so excited to see the new Charlie Kirk debate dropped. And then he dropped.
Okay, all right.
Not funny, it's not funny.
My heart goes out to Erica. Okay, Erica, if you need support, a shoulder to cry on.
I think JD Vance already got that covered.
She's in good hands.
Yeah.
I started blocking them everywhere. It took me a couple of days to find all their accounts and block them, but I managed. That same day, I made a very long paragraph detailing a general synopsis to Nox, as I'd been doing something I've done with others for a while.
If you're an adult
hiding
and
Autumn's
gore makes
identity.
you uncomfortable,
Somewhere in the middle
you
of
need
all
to,
this,
like,
I convinced
draw
myself they had changed.
unironically.
They didn't. They just got better at hiding it, trying to rope me into absolutely vile shit. But I was also afraid of what people would think, as I'd already been chewed down, frowned on for getting back into contact. Although I understand their anger, I do think people should have been more gentle and thorough in their explanations with me, since that anger pushed me away from revealing that Dior, Chloe, whatever, was Autumn. So I pretended like they were different people, including to my therapist when I went to her, but not anymore. Autumn did respond to me, but they couldn't even bother to send it to me directly. I had to find it myself, and I remembered I had to get on my laptop and block their Steam accounts, only to be met with this.
Hi, sorry I couldn't tell you this properly. I think I'm too mentally unstable and immature to keep up a friendship. I tried my best, but I'm at a point where I feel like if I do literally anything, you'll hate me. Obviously that's not your fault. I just need to get treatment. I'll try to be better. Also, in case you're wondering, probably not, I don't hate you. Not at all. I wish you a great life. I care
It
about you
seems
always.
like the solution in like the art community is just like treatment is held up as this like almost like the video game equivalent of like a hospital. Like in GTA, how you like spawn at the hospital, you're all back to normal, all fixed. That you just say you got treatment, and it's like it's some like super significant thing. And so Lio literally did a video being like the person that was like literally drooling and like slurring or the person that like was very clearly like mentally disabled that I was too fucking stupid to tell was mentally disabled that I berated. Well, if you think about it, they actually respond to sensory stimuli, therefore they were capable of being held accountable.
20 minutes ago, you said you were bored.
And then he goes and he's like, I got therapy, I got treatment, and then it's like, okay, back to normal, all good.
Being my friend, and it was fun while it lasted.
Can't
Good
wait
luck
to
college
confront Beck at
and stuff.
IRL about
I hope you
this.
have a very successful career in whatever you decide to do. If you want, you're free to block me on everything. That's cool. But if you want to keep a means for communication, that's also fine. You're free to do whatever you feel is right. I admit that I have so many issues, and I'm really going to try my best to work on them for my sake and for everyone around me's sake. I hope you don't hate me either.
And for the record, I do hate you. I despise you more than anyone else in this world, aside from maybe
Me to Hellbent?
You're both on the same level to me. You have permanently ruined my life in ways that I can't even remember, but I still have to deal with the lasting effects of it. I couldn't love people properly because of you. I genuinely believed I had no friends when they were right there in front of me, because I was so used to relying on you. I lashed out at people a lot. I became apathetic. I'd also blame you for why I get so fucking clingy with people I love and go into panic mode at the slightest hint of perceived danger. Because the things they don't even notice are something you'd blow up and cut me off over. I haven't even gone into detail on everything I remember, but those 2, maybe 3 years when we first met, those felt like some of the longest years of my life. No thanks to you. Let's say it how it is. You emotionally and mentally abused me. You'd love bomb me, say how great of a partner I was, and how you were so lucky to have me. The bullshit like you did, constantly breaking up with me and scolding me. You'd pick me apart with a fine-tooth comb, put every negative trait you hated about me on full display for me to see, and I'd annihilate that part of myself. A 10, 11, and 12-year-old, tailoring their personality to fit what you wanted, because they acted like a child.
What Hellbent's
I was
accusing me
a
of?
child. I wasn't evil like you said I was. I wasn't a horrible
sad.
person like you said I was. I was a child. You told me back in 2020
What
that one day
Coleman is saying
I'd be
I
all
did
alone,
tell.
that I'd have nobody with me
God.
once they opened their eyes and saw how much of a manipulated bitch I was. But look at where you are. You've got nobody. Even when you tried, you have nobody.
To be
Because
fair,
you relied
everything
on a
this girl
child
is
to
feeling,
fix your
you should
self-esteem.
feel, to be fair.
How sad.
I don't.
I've got people who love me and want to see me do better, who want me to stay in their lives. People who actually love me. And I'm doing so much better than you ever will be, because I actually try. Autumn turns 21 next month, which is crazy to think about. Even if I'm the same age she was when she did all this shit to me, I still can't understand why she'd ever do what she did. I can't see myself bullying and guilt-tripping a 12-year-old for shits and giggles, let alone falling in love with them and all of this. I don't think I'll ever truly understand why she did what she did, or how she truly feels about me. That's kind of what happens when you're a chronic liar, though, so... all I have left to say? To Autumn, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you.
That was powerful.
I apologize.
I
It
honestly just
Oh my fucking god, no,
Just to
we're
pause-
not watching any more of this.
just to pa-
This is video 2.
Just-
There's now a video 2.
just to pause. I believe that what they described from the grooming, the isolation from their friends, etc., making how they were made to feel like this was the only person they could rely on, etc.
I don't know.
I
don't know
believe
if
it.
I don't know if I'm going to call it like grooming in the traditional sense, purely because I don't know if it's like a 15-year-old's intention to like target somebody because of their age, isolate them, and then slowly kind of like try and manipulate them to be able to introduce themselves as they're not used to. They're probably just all in the same kind of like online spaces. Age isn't really that much of a factor. 15-year-old's probably mentally ill and impulsive, and so starts like a relationship with that person, but is incredibly mentally and toxic. So obviously they shouldn't do what they're doing, but I don't know, is this grooming? I don't really know if
We
it's
need,
got
to
that
see, we need
Machiavelli
to see more
planning
of the
to it.
details, but based on the effects they've described, I would expect to see that.
I mean, possibly this person just seems like mentally on their own right. To be fair, as well.
I don't know. She
Like
was,
you've got to have a lot of shit going wrong in your life to even be in this perspective right now, or in this like spot.
I mean, in the sense of like how like people like, yeah, they're terminally online, they're probably autistic and shit and social.
It's more than autistic. It's more than autistic. If you're 10 years old and you spend this much time online, your parents probably don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah,
You're
no
probably like
shit.
slipping in school.
Wow,
Doesn't sound like
really?
she's got like real life
Really?
relationships.
Really?
So you're agreeing with me?
Yeah, Captain Obvious, yes.
Okay, cool.
It's like if we're watching a video about somebody like being burned alive, you're like, yeah, that's gonna be like a life-threatening injury.
Yeah, but I'm saying what you're saying is you believe that she's groomed based on all of the other factors she's describing in her life. What I'm saying is, even if she didn't have a relationship with this girl online, she would likely still.
Yeah,
be
no, but I'm
still
saying some of the
anyway.
things like how she felt, how she was made to feel like this person was her only true friend, the only person she could rely upon. And she was alienating her other friends in the process.
Yeah.
That sounds like the end effect of grooming, right? So I would maybe expect to see potentially some grooming involved in this story, especially with the large age gap brought into the equation as well.
Mm-hmm. True. Do you want to read out some chats? Damn, Aiden is so unlikable. Thank you, Simi. True.
What the fuck?
Dazali, Aiden is so hostile. That's true.
Am
oh
I?
My God.
I feel like I'm in a new community. I watch these people go after the most like mentally ill nobody shitters from being like, you fucking stupid fucking freak. Why don't you go and like fucking jump off a fucking bridge? And Chad's like, boost. And now all of a sudden it's like I'm mean. We care about mean now. We care about meanness, okay? Meanness. Being where am I? Where am I? What the fuck is going on? Sorry.
It's alright, buddy. It's okay. Just need to let it out every once in a while.
Anyways, on our docket, Oh,
Oh my god, they weren't joking. I saw people in chat talking about 1K concurrent viewers. I thought they were fucking shitting you.
don't bring attention to them. So we have some drama coming out of the VTubing community. Unfortunately, the original tweet, which I'd seen when this drama was first going down, is gone. But I can kind of explain what I remember seeing. Basically, for those of you that don't know, VTubers are pedophilic, ugly individuals that use like avatars of Japanese little girls to appeal to sick grown men online and get, donos and fans. And one of these VTubers, Elfin Psyop, or whatever, made like a drunken tweet admitting that they were half Slavic and half Pakistani. I guess. And then they also got doxxed. Their face came, or I don't know if they got doxxed, they leaked their face, but their face came out. I gotta be honest, I looked at their face. I'm pretty good at seeing ethnicity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the Slav. I just saw the Pakistani. And that's not about, no. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you're Pakistani, right? One of my best friends growing up was Pakistani. I know some Urdu. I could say Hanji. I could say Nay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
So you're endorsing like the one drop per standard of race?
No. But I'm saying like, but her audience apparently is like the right-wing VTube type, where they're like the neo-Nazi chud, like right-leaning, like, those types. So obviously the revelation that she's half Pakistani to them is pretty bad. And she started getting a fuck ton of hate, I guess. But yeah, I am of the opinion that she was lying about the half Slavic part. She did that to downplay how Pakistani she was.
If you're gonna lie about being part white, why would you choose Slav? That's the bit I don't get. Well, do Slavs have a particularly, like, noble ethnic heritage for, like, I don't know, like, neo-Nazi racists?
No,
I doubt
it might be more realistic than saying you're, like, German or Nordic or something, right?
You don't want to oversell it.
Yeah. No, that literally could be it.
It could be.
But they also say, I say Niet a lot, and people ask me if I'm Slavic on stream. I'm not. I'm just a huge Russia boot. So they're admitting in a previous tweet that they're not Slavic, which makes the revelation of them being half Slavic strange. Now, I guess we have this tweet from, what is this tweet from Chronic?
Did they delete their YouTube?
Well, they deleted their Twitter. They were getting shit on by everyone. And then someone questions the legitimacy, because she says she's half Pakistani, half Ukrainian. Let's listen to this.
I don't know what caused her to do it. She
Oh, wait, we got to,
Just said it is like half and half on the screen.
no.
said she was going on like this. I don't know what caused her to do it. She said she was going on like this drunken tangent or whatever, and she announced that she's mixed race. So her mom is from Pakistan, and her dad is from Ukraine, which I don't know how much if I really want to believe in that. Maybe she tried to say like her dad was from Ukraine because like, oh, it's like kind of close in that region. If you ask me, I think she's full Pakistan.
Pakistan?
I think she's just fully pure-blooded Pakistani. I mean, if you've seen that nose, shit, man. Like,
I've not seen that nose.
Is there a Pakistani nose?
Just look at that schnoz.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused.
No. If you're talking to people from the Levant or Arabs or like Mediterranean peoples,
There's a particular nose. There is a particular nose.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm not saying that. I used to know a guy who was like Persian, who was trying to describe to me in depth detail while we're at work at a fucking sales job, whatever the fuck, about the distinct differences between like Bengalis, Pakistanis, and then people from like Persia and like their different nose shape. There is a distinctive schnoz going on.
I think Pakistanis have a normal nose.
She said she was going
Normal size.
Okay.
Yeah.
on like this drunken tangent or whatever, and she announced that she's mixed race. So her mom is from Pakistan, and her
I
dad.
already watched
You'll be
this.
watching this again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the controversy, I guess, started with ethnicity, and then it ended with something a bit more serious that we're going to check out here. Now, apparently, so she deactivated, and apparently the reason she deactivated was not due to the ethnic drama. There was apparently something big in the works, waiting to be dropped. And it was. Most people think Elfin Psyop privated because she crashed out over her white supremacist friends finding out that she wasn't white, but in reality, it was because it was found out she groomed and sent weird and inappropriate things to minors on her Discord server, thread below.
Is this entire stream docket? It's different women who've raped children online.
No. Stop using the R word. Sorry, it's YouTube TOS.
Sorry.
You can't use the R
So
word.
it's different women who've crushed Kanye online.
Okay, not that word either.
The R word is not against YouTube TOS.
When you
Chill
say
the
when you
fuck
say
out.
the R word followed by child, it is.
Okay. So we can describe CR, but we can't use the word CR.
Yeah, anyways, it's my birthday. I am 16. This is my birthday submission for Elfin, and it's the Elfin x Lumi Dojin. Sorry for it only being 8 pages. I had a flight to catch. Early gift Pog. Well, because isn't the thing Elfin should show on stream, you know? Good point. Holy fucking shit, dude. Okay. So this, okay. In good, if you were analyzing this in good faith, this is some rando in her Discord server, or unless you can prove this was like an active, right? It is going to be likely, unless we can prove she was following him on Twitter or something, that like, it's not a guarantee that she saw this tweet where he's saying he's 16. I don't go to the Twitters of the people in my Discord server whenever they're typing or whatever. But then that would be like okay, like did she have an explicitly 18 plus policy in her server?
Well, yeah, the rules? Did this person say they were 16 in the Discord server? Yeah.
Yo, $2 from Chronic. Thank you so much. Don't click on the cat box link. I won't.
Whoa, does Ollie in chat? Dick is in a hotel room with a 16-year-old. Okay, that's TOS. If somebody could clean that up, I'd hugely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Trying to keep Aiden's stream integrity safe here.
She also sent porn and suggestive artwork to said minor. Literally doesn't even try to hide it here.
Wem. You can read that.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be like Misato and groom Sheeny. Who is that?
And then the next one.
You read that one.
Why would I read out the voice of a character that you've just read out?
Yeah, you're gonna read out that
destroys
character?
the continuity.
You're gonna read out.
It's the exact same
It
character.
doesn't need to be read. So there's no definitive evidence here. There's no definitive evidence here that she guaranteed knew that the person she was talking to was a minor. But what?
No, sorry, I just realized that Toki actually just timed out to Sally.
Toki, that was a joke. Toki. He's been out of it all week. There's been ice raids.
Mm-hmm.
I've been letting him stay in my apartment.
Okay, so apparently you're not supposed to... Here's the entire receipts. Do not click on the link, Chronic said.
Bonus ship points for actually having and accepting CSAM. Don't go and harass anyone involved in this, by the way. the cherry on top of the sea of insanity, though, she admits that she committed a literal fucking crime right here. You made those pics. You distributed CP. I sent them to people my age when I was young and stupid, and I've regretted it since. They leaked them and are spreading them.
This is what we're criticizing her over now.
That
when she was a minor, she took illicit photos of herself.
Well, no, 'cause apparently she was still sending it around. Was she not still sending it around while she was an adult, Chronic?
She says, I sent them to people my age when I was young and stupid. So presumably what she's saying there is when she was a kid, right?
I think it went on beyond that. Don't tell me the link actually has the images.
Is that true?
And don't tell me Chronic knows because he clicked.
I think Chronic currently is in possession of child pornography in his mind right now. That's so retarded.
Isn't it interesting? The only hidden reply on this tweet. Okay, wait.
This thread seems completely retarded.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to fucking slam her for sharing porn of herself when she was a child. Does anybody actually care about that?
I do.
If kids send nudes of themselves. I mean, obviously it's a bad thing that happens, but is it morally condemnable of the kid?
I think you're I think there was something more to this. Something, I don't remember what it was. There was something else to this.
Well, this was, I'm saying this thread's retarded because they don't include
Wish
that.
you read DMs. Okay, I'll check DMs. You should be here with us right now, Chronic.
Apparently it's NSFWR.
In the meantime, this is the thumbnail that Augie RFC suggested that we use for the next stream. Good one, buddy. Good one. That's why I came to London, to look at the results of my work. $2 from Chronic. She said she was older. I know she did.
Oh my god, so you fucked up this story then.
Wait,
so she didn't send it around when she was an adult. She lied when she was a child said that she was older.
I said I think.
Okay.
There was no error of certainty to my recollection.
If somebody could go back and clip when there was an error of certainty to Aiden's recollection, I'd hugely appreciate
There was
that.
no.
Thank you.
You think I said that with certainty?
Mm-hmm.
That is not what happened.
I think with an air of certainty, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now we get to the stuff that is just plain disgusting. We've moved past the CSAM distribution. We've moved past the grooming. Now this is the stuff that's really gross.
You can clearly see she's manipulating him in the replies. Have I groomed you? It's such a vile thing to say to a 16-year-old.
But she might be fucked here, actually.
Wait, hold on.
He tries to scroll down, minimizes every window on his desktop.
Why did
just
you
do
even
three
do
fingers
that?
back up, and then it'll come back up.
Okay. So, never did she mention that. Just realize you were here defending the most tasteless, bland, and bitter woman that has no other positive personality traits outside of what her unfunny male audience thinks is comedy gold.
Remind you of anyone? I was expecting a reference. I'm sorry.
Listen. I'm not trying to stop Queeman's game, man.
All I see is a collage of out of context posts.
Do you think is it a gerontophile? What's the word for somebody who there are people who are exclusively attracted to the elderly?
Oh, geriatrophile?
Something like that.
Is that it?
Something like that. Hearing stories about Queeman over here. $2 from Ishmaya Sheckelstein. You can really tell Aiden thinks... Okay, it's Chris, it's like the same things at this point. We need new material, buddy. I know you, wrote that in your bed eating a pizza, which is something that you do for some reason. This guy likes bed pizza. Just eats, whole large pizzas by himself in bed.
Damn, you got him, dude. You got him.
I wasn't even trying to get him. That's what he does. Okay. I mean, you'd think if they actually thought I was getting groomed, they'd reach out to me, but no. Pyro, since you were here, have I groomed you? I mean, if I was, I think I would remember that. Case closed. Case closed, but I'm sure her weirdly obsessed hate mob won't care. Okay, if he was being groomed, let's say we don't even have a solid position on this. If he was being groomed, the groomee would tend to, if it's in close proximity to the actual grooming, have a favorable view of their groomer and be defending their groomer.
But to be clear, we haven't seen actually any evidence.
Yes, I know. But but to say case closed just off of that, when the allegation does involve groom, yeah. So, you're wrong, dickers.
I mean, but they agree. Hold on, he says case closed and then he agrees. So at that point, it is case closed.
Yeah, it must be case closed.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, this is the same 16-year-old she allegedly commissioned to draw NSFW and write a sex doujin. Okay.
What I don't get is, like, they say allegedly. Alleged by who? If he's claiming that he wasn't groomed, where's that allegation coming from? This is the weird thing when a potential grooming victim isn't on board. Because when people want to go ahead and make claims, unless there's no proof, it's like, where are you fucking getting this from? Are you putting this out your arse?
Alright.
Hold on, those cat nipples shit. What's that about cat nipples? Up. Mm-hmm. Attempted to bait somebody to make her send nudes. Huh? Oh, and did I forget to mention acting sexually suspicious with her own pet cat? My cat keeps licking my nipple because I'm always shirtless. Is there any way to fix this? I mean, she's trying to ask for advice to try and make it stop, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's always cat people, man.
It's always Indians as well.
She's not Indian. And it's not always
Pakistani.
It
feels more racist if I say Pakistani.
We like Indians on my stream, okay? On your stream, we know you hate them because you're filled with racial hatred.
No, I like Indians.
You think this guy's bad? Meet his girlfriend. She's an actual Nazi. Dude, I walked into his house. They had a copy of fucking Mein Kampf on like the living room table.
Mm-hmm. You've got to read stuff like that to learn how to avoid it, Aiden.
It was like Mein Kampf, the bell curve.
It's great supplementary reading. I mean, you can't read Mein Kampf on its own.
She doubles down. This is why you don't send nude photos of yourself to random people you don't trust online. You don't know who's behind the screen. And you stated you distribute it to people your age. You admitted to creating CSAM material and distribute. Yeah, but if she was the minor.
I don't give a fuck about that, really.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't do it. I'm wagging my finger right now. I'm wagging my finger at the thought of that, but I just don't care. She deleted her fucking shit over this. Well, this was the stuff that made it delete her entire fucking online platform.
A lot of her fan base turned on her over her ethnicity.
Mm.
And also, when they actually know what you look like, the appeal of the VTube avatar, you're no longer viewed as your avatar, and the audience stuff. Dude, I was actually watching. There was this one VTuber, like Nazi, like weeb chick, that like got doxxed and got exposed for being like a Jewish guy that was a January 6th. And they still tried to keep going with it.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad. Okay, I don't know if there's anything new here. All right, and then we've got this. Elfin Psyop admits to purposely distributing CSAM of herself as a minor without telling people she was underage and bragging that her haters were tricked into sharing CSAM. What the fuck do you even say to this? Guys, I have a little announcement to make, so this may not come as a shock to some of you, but most of the majority I want to be truthful to all you. When I first started VTubing, I was 17 years old. My hallmates living with me were older than me and would buy me all the alcohol. So pretending to be a bit older online, I came to the UK to study a foundation year at 16. Turning 17, they let you go early, especially if you have good grades. I am 19 right now. This person's only 19.
They came to the UK. Oh my god.
And the lie had gone for so long for me to tell the truth, but I'm a solid age now that I don't care. It's why I suck at saying what age I learned what. Like, oh, I started going on 4chan when I was 14, but what I mean is like 11. I wanted to sound older somehow. I had to get proper ID. I had to get a proper ID for 18 when I turned 18, and it was exhilarating buying my own beer. Ahaha. That's not that funny.
Literally the first thing when you landed in the UK was get absolutely bladdered. 5 double rum cokes.
Yeah, but I wasn't typing.
2 bottles of
I
beer.
just drank 5 rum and cokes. Ahaha. Like, I feel like ahaha is like a bit of an overreaction. I don't think it's that funny. Nobody is going ahaha at the fact that this person bought a beer at 18.
It is a woman, to be fair. I mean, who does XD with 5 Ds as well?
Ahaha.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just thought to put this out there because all the images that my haters have been leaking are all technically CP. What are the chances they lied about being a minor in those photos because they don't want them getting leaked?
That is a pretty good strat, actually.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good fucking strat. And possibly, yeah, I don't know. Wait, is Chronic really trying to push this way? He feels like this girl did something like horribly wrong.
She's just
Is this
insanely
just-
She appealed to fucking the worst demographic of people. And
This is just Indian Pakistani relations taken onto the fucking online space? I guarantee it. Indians and Pakistanis hate each other.
What is that? What is their? What does that have to do?
I'm wondering why Chronic cares about this so much.
Oh. Chronic. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. I think let her back. Let her back in the house.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
What was her original actual content like? Like, I don't even know who this person was to begin with. Was she like a neo-Nazi groiper racist person?
She was like a talentless, fat woman, behind a VTube avatar online, appealing to lonely, fat, right-wing shut incels, who need to be euthanized.
What was she actually saying though? What were the political takes?
I have no idea, and I don't care to look.
Okay.
She made a lot of racist posts. Yeah, they all do. They're all like this. Alright, what else is on the docket? So somebody made a video, I guess, breaking this all down.
Okay, finally. Great.
So let's take a look at this.
Oh my god, I saw this video posted 7 times in your Discord. Okay, here we go.
I don't think anyone posted it, did they?
Mm-hmm.
So this VTuber just dropped a bombshell admission, claiming that photos that she sent to other people and distributed, who, mind you, believed she was an adult at the time, which would later be... So this VTuber just dropped a bombshell admission, claiming that photos that she sent to other people and distributed, who, mind you, believed she was an adult at the time, which would later be leaked and shared on the internet, which by her own admission as of today, were technically illegal material. Now, why would she say that? Well, because as she now admits, she lied about her age to the people she sent it to and was actually a minor when those images were created and shared by her. Now, she might have posted this thinking it would scare off her haters by pointing out that they have CSAM now on their computers and have shared it possibly on the internet, but I think she either completely overlooked or doesn't care just how bad this makes her look. The VTuber in question is Elfin Psyop, and honestly, this level of craziness is exactly what she's known for. If you've been aware of her for a while like I have, then you would realize that this behavior kind of tracks with her entire online persona. She's built her image on this kind of zero filter and zero boundaries sort of mindset. If you're used to the
Okay, so she's using the R slur. Very, very hurtful.
Wow!
Trans people going around policing other people's jokes and then groom actual children. That is what trans people do, to be fair. I've seen it quite often. I lock my black fans because they let me call them the N-word. My black fans don't let me do that.
No, who's letting you... What? Who's letting her do that?
I mean, Morale had a fan one time.
Yeah?
I feel like that was a special case, though. This is what a Nazi uniform actually looks like. Not when Zentreya has. Hope this fine. I mean, that's just like an edgy tweet about you know about the Zentreya thing, right?
No.
There was a whole controversy over this VTuber who had like obviously Nazi inspired like militaristic like uniforms and stuff. And there's a whole controversy of whether she was like intentionally trying to look like a Nazi or not.
See, I have uniforms like that too, but they're East German military uniforms. And everybody thinks, it's like, no, it's communist, okay? So it's cool.
Yeah? You don't disavow the Soviet Union? 100 million dead, by the way. Aiden.
Rebuild the wall!
100 million dead.
Rebuild the wall!
I'm telling hell you said that.
It's time we bring Berlin back to the good old days, man.
She's built her image on this kind of zero filter and zero boundaries sort of mindset. If you're used to the polished corporate world of Hololive or Niji-Sanji, Elfin is the polar opposite. You can sort of think of her as like an anti-idol type of VTuber. Her content is raw, uncomfortable, and often deeply chaotic. Now, I'm not going to go into an overview of her entire career online as a VTuber, because some videos already exist, which cover it better than I can here. I will say she has a history of weaponizing her own messy personality to deflect criticism, and has a history of building her image on being unhinged.
Wait, that's not her bad. That's not her bad.
Dude, you tell me you believe that is her VTuber avatar, and you don't think that's her bed?
How do you, like, wake up and look at this and not, like, punish yourself? Like, I would be punishing myself. I would, like, get into a scalding bathtub. Like, I'd put boiling water in a bathtub and sit in it and, like, scream and sob.
You're so intolerant of other cultures, dude. Holy fuck.
This has nothing to do with...
They moved to the UK, they don't have access to the Ganges, they don't know what to do anymore.
Everything needs to be
It just
racist
piles
with this
up.
guy. Everything needs to be racist with this guy.
I'm accepting it. I'm accepting it. Okay. No appreciation for other cultures.
It was Hugo Boss manufactured the uniforms. He didn't design. He did not design it. This is a big misconception. They just made them. They didn't design them. Okay. Let's get that right.
Filtered, to a degree that I've been very vocal that I'm not a fan of, but I digress. So with that background out of the way, and you knowing who Elfin Psyop is, let's take a look at where she confesses to misleading others about her age, sending them nude photos of herself as a minor, and then brags that all of her haters have been basically leaking CSAM. So I'm not going to read the entire tweet to you because it's on screen, but what you can take away from it is that she started VTubing at 17, and during this period of time she would send images to multiple people. These being the nude and sexual photos that I just mentioned, which unknown to the people she was sending this to, because she admits that she was lying about her age online, to the point where she would fabricate details about her life, such as when she went on 4chan for the first time.
They were designed by the dude who made all the Well, that's not true either.
What, Himmler?
No, because the symbol is... The flag was personally designed by Hitler. The swastika and then rotated at a 45-degree angle was personally done by Hitler.
I'm pretty sure that Himmler oversaw a lot of the aesthetics of the...
No, he was just searching for ruins. He was searching for ancient Aryan ruins, and they were finding nothing because he realized that, like, unironic...
Fuck, not Himmler, Goebbels.
No.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I like an instrumental
Now, as she says in the replies here, she didn't think people were going to leak these images, but that's not really an excuse, because she was essentially lying to the people she was being sexual with and sending them images which could easily land them in prison. And she's very callous about the fact that she doesn't care. Now, of course, she is a victim in the sense that they released these images without her consent, which is pretty awful, because it's never okay to leak private images like that, especially to the public. However, that being said, two things can be true at the same time. She can be a victim of revenge porn by being both reckless and seemingly malicious, and the fact that she sent these images to others, and after the fact allowed them to leak it and basically keep it in possession, knowing it was illegal material. Which I do want to point out, a lot of sites like 4chan and others, which are publicly accessible by Google, now actually are hosting CSAM because of what she did. And while I can kind of understand why she has no remorse for the people who leaked and distributed these images, it rubs me incredibly the wrong way way that she's basically calling them silly little pedophiles when they didn't even know
That's
she was
such
a
a
minor
base
at the time.
strat,
Which I don't
base
think that's what the
strat.
word means, but I digress.
Yeah, it's such
Now,
a
I'm sure
power
for many of her
play.
longtime followers, which unfortunately includes a lot of people that I follow, this reckless behavior isn't exactly new. In a video by Rima Evansar, which you should check out, she has a repeated history of blurring the boundaries with her fans and orbiters, but she often uses her age or mental state as a shield whenever someone criticizes the behavior that she sort of exhibited online. However, I don't think that's a valid excuse in those instances, nor do I think that's a very valid excuse here. While she's pulling the gotcha card on her haters here for distributing CSAM, it's kind of an Uno reverse card situation because she was the one who produced and shared it to them in the first place without them knowing her real age. Like, of course the leakers are in the wrong, revenge porn is pretty disgusting, but as I said earlier, two things can be true at once. I wouldn't call the leakers victims per se, but in a way she kind of entrapped them into basically
you know what she
distributing
gets to do
CSAM,
now?
which...
You know what she gets to do now? When people are hating on her, now she gets to be like, weren't you in possession of CP? and she would technically be correct. There doesn't need to be like any... Weren't you like the guy that was in possession of CP?
That is incredibly powerful. Yeah.
I can't help but be
Dude,
like...
Destiny should... I don't know why Destiny hasn't done that, actually. I don't know why Destiny hasn't done that. Just called all of Kiwi Farms, like, pedophiles.
That would... True?
Mm-hmm.
Take them down with them? Great headphones.
The fuck? And if you want to make the argument that she never forced them to post it, here's a tweet where she's basically baiting somebody to share the images themselves, knowing that they were in fact CSAM. That in its own right is pretty morally fucked up in my opinion, which coupled with a lot of her behavior in the past, doesn't exactly paint the best picture of her character. And I really can't imagine the headspace that goes into admitting this on Twitter, which I'm pretty sure Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram aren't exactly fond of people admitting to distributing CSAM on their public account, and that's even if she did so off platform. In a way, it's a good thing that she admitted that the images were CSAM.
By the way, thank you all 946 people for watching. We're nearly halfway to Streamly goal. So if you guys want to support the stream, as always, you could tip through Super Chats, Streamlabs as well, link down below. Another great way to support the streams is to like up. Another great way to support the streams is to subscribe. Another great way to support the streams is to join the Discord server. Another great way to support the streams is to follow me on Twitter. Another great way to support the streams is to subscribe to my Substack. Another great way to support the streams is to join our Reddit. Another great way to support the streams is to join our Minecraft server, ag4l.mc.gg. Another great way to join the stream, or to support the stream, is by unsubscribing from the Dickers YouTube channel.
Sam,
also, by
but
the way,
now there's a lot of liability on her legally, depending on what she's at. Showing herself to be someone that lies and manipulates others, and is willing to say anything or do anything that would get back at her quote-unquote haters. I find it pretty goddamn gross, honestly. I did not want my video back to be discussing this, but I wanted to talk about it because it's pretty fucking insane. I guess in the end, Elfin might technically be right that her haters are spreading illegal material, and she was a victim of this, of course. But to prove that point, she had to admit to distributing CSAM herself first, to people who are not knowing recipients of such material, which I'm pretty sure is illegal in a lot of places, including the United Kingdom, where I'm pretty sure she resides. Like, she may have owned the haters, I guess, by being like, hi, you now have CSAM on your computer, but I don't think this is the gotcha moment that she really thinks it is. It just seems like a massive self-report on her own character, which could lead to a deplatforming or making herself a massive criminal liability. Who knows? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I found this to be pretty repugnant, and I just wanted to talk about it because
I want that power. I feel like I had an underage dick at one point, and I didn't use it appropriately.
Nobody wants to hear about your...
I'm saying the amount of power that you have in that is insane.
Maybe I should invite Parry over.
I'm just saying I could have got money. I could have got like favors, connections. I could have got my enemies put in jail, and I never took advantage of it.
Another great way to support the stream, true, is by clipping like hell. Always be clipping. Put us on live stream fails, okay? Streamer Aiden Underground does X, does Y, fucking punches Dickers in the face, which I'm about to do.
Could do that, yeah, could do that.
Invite Parry now. Well, there's a barrier to inviting Parry, but...
Are you trying to intentionally side-eye me? I didn't even notice that.
No. I'm just looking at the wall.
Okay, interesting. Who didn't want him to come to London, by the way? I forget.
Not you, man. This is what Dickers did. This is what Dickers does.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Not me. I was not the one who didn't want him to come to London.
In private, he'll be agreeing with me or giving me an idea, and then in public, he'll be like, he'll put it all on me.
Yeah. Does everyone agree with you in private?
What?
Mm-hmm. Hellbent admits. Yeah, Aiden, you were really nice, actually. Aiden, you were very socially normal. In private, she's saying all this stuff, and then in public, it's a different story.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True. Anyways.
Why are you so sure? Why are you trying to make yourself look like... Are you trying to make it look like I'm topping you?
We love Parry, don't we, folks? We love Purple Parry Gaming, don't we, folks? Alright, for those of you who have not been keeping up, major fraud was uncovered at the Somalian daycares in Minnesota, which apparently didn't have any real kids. And the way we figured this out was by having some fucking conservative, like, frat bro rapist type walk up to daycares and demand to see the children.
More than that, dude, did you see him push him on the fucking doors?
Yeah.
It was two Somali women, like, flapping their fucking, like, arms around, trying to pull them closed. He was fucking trying to open it.
And when he didn't...
Trying to break into childcare centers.
And I guess, now, after this, actual mainstream media organizations figured out that some of the daycares that he accused of not having kids did, in fact, have kids. And there's not been any fraud charges that have come as a result of his video. This is literally just they're eating the cats and dogs 2.0. Just some baseless fucking allegation. And I guess, apparently he had an embarrassing moment on stream.
Oh yeah, fuck, what happened to that guy that I fucking debated with on stream about the Somalian shit? I said that I would pay him money if he would go up and also go to one of these facilities and do the exact same thing. he never came through. He never came through with it.
You should not be encouraging people to go to Somalian daycares, little bro.
No, to be fair, it was Somali insurance companies. Oh. It was Somali insurance companies,
he's now going to Somalian, like, doctor's offices.
I actually never even gave my opinions on the internet. However, my hand was forced to start giving my opinions because they came after me, they came after my family, they doxed my entire family.
How did they come after you? Be specific.
Well, they tried to come after me. They tried to...
This is, by the way, the new grift. You even see this in marketing. A new marketing strategy that, like, shitty, like, independent brands like to do now is they'll show some guy talking on, like, a podcast microphone on your YouTube Shorts advertisements, pretending like he's on a podcast, being like, they don't want you to know about this solution. They don't want you. It's always they, okay? It's they.
No, this is a real podcast.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying that's like the thing that everyone. You know what?
I think the point that you wanted to try and make is that it's like a huge grift to try and pretend that you're getting shit tons of harassment. Like Tyler Oliveira did the exact same shit, but it's not like a fake podcast. You just lie about receiving harassment or receiving doxing.
That's the point.
When you literally have your full fucking name as your YouTube username. What? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I know. That was the point.
Yeah. No, I'm agreeing with you.
Thanks.
I'm doing what you did earlier. I'm agreeing with you.
Debunk all...
Love these headphones, man.
my whole entire story. They then...
Who's they?
All the news.
Would you just get more
CNN,
specific? CNN. Who within CNN?
CBS.
Who's the reporter?
I don't even know her name because she's irrelevant. Nobody knows who she is. I actually never even gave my opinions on the internet.
So when they're finally pushed to name them, they actually just can't because it's a fucking lie.
Mm.
And going after is literally just like refuting his opinion. There were stories, like CNN did run a story, and it was a female reporter, if I remember correctly, that ran a story, like, disproving, like, claims or insinuations he made about several of the daycare facilities in Minneapolis.
I haven't seen anything that is like, if your address is getting posted by CNN, I mean, that's fair enough, that's fair to be complaining about, based on, like, online reporting. But at the same time, if you've got your entire full name there, what is there to really complain about if they're, like, doxing your family by releasing their name?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was showing his public Facebook. He's posted on his Facebook before. That's how this guy got started out. Like running around naked in a fucking chicken mask.
same type
Oh, sorry, Dicker's headphones.
of business providing the same service in the same.
Nick Shirley's confused why healthcare providers would be in the same wait, let's check this out, man. This is gonna be great.
Same type of business providing the same service in the same building. Another, Convenience Home Healthcare Aid Inc. and Child Friendly Space. All these companies get money from the government. Why would you have the same company essentially inside of the same building, door to door? Right here, Queenly Home Healthcare. It just does not make sense if you're.
So I don't know if it's the same in the UK, but we have like healthcare plazas where it's buildings with rented out suites occupied by several medical companies and doctors' offices, and like my dermatologist is in a building where like next door there's like some oncology thing, and then there's this is like actually pretty normal, pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, well, if it was supposedly, like, completely fucking fake, I don't know why there would be, like, any branding. All these places got their own, like, website. They've got their own phone number. He tries to go in to, like, see if they actually provide healthcare. And he literally goes in and asks, like,
yeah,
can I see your, like,
it's a
rate?
menu.
Yeah!
It's a menu.
You want to call up and, like, make an appointment and see if you can, like, talk through your lifestyle, fill out a form or anything like that? No? Okay.
Yeah, he wanted to. He's like, give me the child. If the child is real, you will place him in my hands and let me take him to a garage downtown for examination.
But this entire thing, like, there could be something there, right? Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence. But it's like you go in there kind of surreptitiously, maybe got a microphone hidden on you somewhere, go in and do like a surreptitious recording.
If you want to, if anything, if you want to claim like, I don't know, for whatever reason that there's unnecessary procedures being charged to insurance, maybe you'd have a better case there. But the notion that these entire like facilities are it's all fake. It's all it's completely fake. It's like absurd.
And especially like the whole thing about him like trying to conduct like a proper organization. Like I say, it's like you go in there surreptitiously, try and like film slightly in private so these people don't know that they are like under surveillance. He's literally going in there with like the other guy that he's like flapping around his paper with, the old guy who's claiming that he's been watching these daycares for months and has seen no children. You've also got 2 security guards in balaclavas that he's walking around with as well. It's like so fucking retarded. And then people are like clipping individual things where he's trying to open the door, and all you obviously see is him. Never mind outside of the pan of the camera, you've got like 3 fucking other guys walking around with him with cameras themselves. Like, I don't know what... honestly, I do not know what business would open up at that point.
Yeah, I actually think that I want to do some investigation at schools for investigative journal. I posed as a Minneapolis high school student for 5 months and formed an intimate relationship with a girl in one of the classes that I was not supposed to attend to figure out if these were legitimate schools or not. Dude. Yeah, I didn't actually watch the original daycare video. It seemed stupid. Is it long?
It's like an hour long, yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll watch that in my free time.
It's a decent watch for stream content if you've got an attention span that can take you all the way, but, you know.
You want to watch it?
Again? No.
Oh, okay.
These came out like weeks ago. Have you not watched this yet?
Because if it's not this, we have the Hankus allegations.
What who is Hankus?
It's a 100-page document.
Oh my God. There's got to be something digestible, something we can fucking go through.
We've got the Vrillum response, if I remember correctly, because I didn't cover this either. Vrillum was a groiper that got exposed for, just like Hugh and our mate Hugh, for having a former promiscuous past, I should say.
It was worse than Hugh Anthony. He wasn't just gay, he was going around in fucking like skirts and stuff. Cross-dressing.
Want an explanation?
I saw it, dude. I remember, I know about this guy because he did some video talking about how like Napoleon like was secretly like funding communism or whatever, even though, which made no sense. And it was just like I knew I hated him from then on out. And he's apparently like a groiper, had like a promiscuous. He's seen the light and he's addressing it with this response. So let's see the response. Let's hear him out. Let's figure out what's going on.
Maybe he's innocent. Maybe he's not gay.
Let's do an explanation video. From 2017 to 2021, I was on benzodiazepines. That's Xanax for you playing at home.
So he's literally doing the Vito from The Sopranos excuse. You ever watch The Sopranos?
No.
so basically Vito gets caught like a guy's giving him head in like a car lot, and then he gets caught at like some gay leather bar, and you know, they have a meeting about it, and everyone wants Vito. Phil wants Vito dead, but Vito, his excuse to his wife and everything when he gets outed as gay is that like it was his medication. It was the medication he was on. He stopped taking it. Obviously, that,
making me feel funny.
Yeah, that didn't save Vito, of course. But this is literally the Vito excuse.
Took notes.
Oh, Vicker's headphones.
Here, so I have my timeline completely ready to go. I was just a very lost and confused young man. I had lived my life up until that point, raised in a very irreligious, secular home. I had been kind of just bouncing around life without much direction. I was a degenerate. I was a deviant. How I ended up there is, again, like none of your fucking business. But point is, I was in a bad spot. Now, I will say, for what it's worth, I am not gay. I'm also not a cross-dresser.
You can hear. I actually haven't properly. Like, I saw this guy in one video. I haven't properly. Who are you kidding, Fruitcake? Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Dude. For what it's worth, I'm not gay, okay?
What's he gonna cop to? Being bisexual? Something like that?
Yeah, like, what? You're not kidding anyone.
Now infamous photo. I'll put it up here for
The next fucking frame. The next fucking frame.
A cross-dresser. The now infamous photo. I'll put it up here for your viewing pleasure. That's from a photo shoot that I did with the band that I was in when I was 18.
No,
I'm holding a guitar
he's way
and
too
posing.
comfortable
I didn't just
in that
fucking
skirt.
walk around in full like drag makeup carrying a guitar like a
What,
fucking
you walking
psycho.
around?
I'm actually in the bathroom of
Walking
my old
around, dude. He's
in
got the
that
fucking
photo.
slumped shoulder, his neck showing, trying to
But
show
if
off
you
his,
look in the
trying to show
mirror,
off his clavicles.
Dude, she's beautiful.
Taking
Internet
the photo was my
princess.
little girlfriend from the time. So Sarah, if you're watching this, I don't know why you would be, but great photography work. You're famous. Music's still on Spotify, by the way. You can go check it out. I archived all of it in 2022, 2021, 2022, so you can go listen to it. It was pretty good. The band
Dude,
broke up
I want
because
the
of my
chorus,
drug problem,
man.
but we played a bunch of shows in Brooklyn, like
When I
Bush.
see this guy, I just Pink Pony Club is playing in my head, man.
Bushwick, Brooklyn, where all of these assholes like live, so they probably have heard
This
of it
stuff
before.
happens in Brooklyn all the fucking time, man. This stuff happens in Brooklyn all the time.
As for the less than savory tweets, what can I say? I was a drugged out degenerate. I was in college. I mean, I don't consider myself
Drugs do make you gay,
in any
but-
way. But like the
Sure.
gayest shit I ever had the balls or fish-netted ass, I suppose, to do was like go to sex parties in Manhattan. I never like fucked a man. I would queer bait on social media. That's a leftist word. I used to be part of like the leftist camp, and I used to orient my sort of like ideological mind towards leftism. Which
Why do they do this to themselves? I don't get, like, it must be like this guy's obviously gay. The Groypers see through it. We all see through it.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you resigned yourself to a movement that is just going to despise you, and you're going to be a fucking joke and like a laughing stock where you're going to have to just like deny your like innate like identity? It must be like a miserable fucking existence.
Or it's like, I mean, does anybody buy, like, blaming it all on fucking drugs? Do people think they're
Obviously
going to smoke
not.
weed one
No.
time, and then instantly going to look down, they got a fucking dress on? They've got their cock and balls fucking strapped back to be able to, like, tuck them away, make them look like more of a woman.
Yeah, nobody's fucking buying.
still
it.
informs much of my
like
politics
nobody's
today.
hearing
I
this
don't
video,
really
take his
consider
headphones.
myself right wing in a conventional sense. I wasn't raised conservative, and many of my economic ideas are still very left wing. But yes, I would queer bait on social media so I could bang leftist women. Something that a lot of people do, and a lot of my detractors did, and it's something of which I did a lot.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
I
gonna
mean,
be our
fucking,
right.
come on, look at me. Listen, I know you're not into that. Okay, I get it. We're supposed to be conservative. I get it. You're not into that, but like, imagine for a minute that you're like a SSRI'd out, brain fried, fucking like leftist woman zombie, like moths to a flame. I mean, come on.
I don't think it
I
works
gotta lose
like
some
that.
fucking weight, man. I looked so fucking good. Ugh, dude, never grow up.
What?
Speaking of which, yes, I weigh a bunch because
I don't
when
think
you
it's
get
a great defense to the Groypers where you're looking at the photo of you cross-dressing and reminiscing and being like, I look so good.
No, it's like, actually, chicks really dig that. You don't get it, guys. You don't understand. put on a little bit of lipstick, put on some fishnets. The chicks go crazy for that in Boston. Yeah, I'm sure they do. It was actually to like fuck bitches.
I mean,
to get pussy.
no. To be fair, am I like off on this? It seems like some women, not that they go crazy and says that they're gonna fuck you for doing that, but they seem to have an urge to want to make guys like.
I know you run in the same circles as fucking Liam Donovan, but in the ordinary world, no.
Dude,
not in the real world.
Dude, crazy white women are doing this like sissy hypno shit, and it's evil. It's evil.
Maybe to you. I've never experienced that in my fucking life.
Not to me, but do you?
You've managed to resist it so far.
Do you think that Liam? You think this?
Skin of your
do you
teeth?
think Liam Donovan was just doing this shit naturally, man?
Clean. You gain a bunch of.
Oh, great headphone stickers.
I think the entire time, yeah. You haven't even played the video.
Yes, I did.
Wait, because you're eating
great
more.
Headphone stickers.
I'm actually just now getting it off of me, which, by the way, I was like 325 pounds, okay? I'm 235 now, which that's still too much. I'm still getting
That's
there.
fat.
But, come on, that's that's almost 100 pounds lost in the last, like, year. If I took this
100
shit off,
pounds, you're
it's
still
just skin
for
flapping
200.
around. Like, give me some
ass.
fucking credit here, okay? Come on. Okay, anyways, 2021, 2022, I hit a wall, okay? I was
It sounds like you were the fucking
and I
wall,
was just in a
Tubby.
terrible spot. By the grace of some very important people in my life, I had some great support and I was able to get myself clean. But after that, yeah, I was still lost. I still didn't have a lot of direction in life, and I was searching for meaning in my life. And so it was around then that I stumbled into a church that was down the way from my old apartment at the time, and I asked a young priest there for some advice, struck up a conversation, and I ended up going more and more. And eventually, mid-2023, I entered into catechism with the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese, and in the spring of 2024, a year later, I was baptized in the saintly name of Ioannis Chrysostomos. I have the document hanging up in my house next to my icons. I've posted it on my social media before. And yeah, so my political views changed a lot during catechism because they make you study the entire history of the 20th century in the East. Like, once you get to the Bolshevik part of that story, you're basically Europa-pilled, okay? So yeah.
What? I'm like, so I don't think, like, do I think that sexuality is necessarily, I mean, once you're like as gay as this guy was, I'm sorry, you're always gonna maybe he did genuinely like women too. Maybe he did genuinely like women too. Maybe he was just bi, which in that case, like, yeah, you can probably just like put down the, you know, just go for one team instead of both. But like, I find it hard to believe this guy. Obviously, this guy just like walked into church and all of a sudden like all these this is all gone, dude. He's good as new. He's good as new. I think Dickers is like dying in the bathroom. There's no bi in this man. He could be bi. I don't know. With bi, it goes well. Like there are guys who are bi who are like, who just sound and like carry themselves as if they're full gay, and then it's like the opposite. I think in the majority of like bi dudes, at least that I've seen or interacted with, come off as like straight, like you wouldn't be able to tell. Why do terminally online retards try to correlate sexuality with ideology? Well, because sexuality in this case makes you a member of a group that would be incompatible with the like traditional Catholic ideals of the Groyper movement. So in this case, like, yeah, sexuality would be relevant to the adopted ideology.
Do you remember a few years ago when all these guys were like disavowing identity politics? Like Milo was leading that, right? Just because I'm gay doesn't mean that I'm a Democrat. Actually, I love cock and hate Browns. That's the kind of like riff he was running for a while, and now everyone's returned to it because it's just true.
Political beliefs.
You know, Gorky said, I think it was, cut a homosexual and a fascist bleeds.
Was it fascist that he said?
I think that was what he said. It's gone full circle, man.
Change. My economic beliefs didn't change that much, but my social beliefs changed. And by the way, this isn't some Nala fitness situation, okay, where I'm going from sucking dick.
Oh,
to
by
all
the
of a
way,
sudden,
we're about to end stream because tonight viewers only paid for half a stream, so we're going to be ending stream in approximately 5 minutes unless we raise money right now, right this second. Thank you.
Get baptized at, fucking Pastor Scooter Bob's non-denominational drive-through church, and all of a sudden I start selling Christian courses on fucking
non-functioning
Instagram.
headphones.
Okay?
Listen, they work perfectly on my fucking PC. If they don't work on yours,
and by the
that's
way,
your fault.
this isn't some Nala fitness situation, okay, where I'm going from sucking dick to all of a sudden I get baptized at, fucking Pastor Scooter Bob's non-denominational drive-through church, and all of a sudden I start selling Christian courses on fucking Instagram, okay? I had to go through catechism. That's like a whole year thing that's registered and written down with the archdiocese. You guys even found
Orthodox people are
photos
so
from
fucking
the
annoying.
baptism,
This is the same
which I
type
don't
of
know
shit that
how.
Laura Butler does, by the way.
Dude.
I cannot stand Orthodox people. It's actually so fucking annoying.
Dude, you're about when you get off, when you're done with stream, if you join my Discord, you and Cal are about to have the most annoying, boring, drawn-out conversation in history, and I pity all like the 10 Discord shitters that are gonna have to listen to it.
I don't want to have the argument again. I don't want to speak to him. I literally want Cal to never talk about his religion ever again. That goes for all people that are Orthodox, by the way. I think Hitler had the right fucking idea.
Wow, you sound like a communist.
What the fuck? I gotta give some of you guys credit, okay? You guys, I don't know. You guys found some shit on me. I'll give you that one. And yes, for those who did some advanced digging, it was on the way in this journey that I met a woman who I love very, very much. Palestinian Orthodox girl. We're not together right now because of my past and because this shit caused a lot of issues in my personal life, which
This
is,
shit
again,
caused a
none
lot
your
of
fucking
issues,
business. But
like,
she's
in
very
my
important
personal
and someone
life.
I love very dearly. She's not a public person, which is why I don't really talk about her. She's
Wait,
also
oh
why
my
I can speak
God.
rudimentary Arabic.
His Orthodox Palestinian GF found the pics of him in drag and fucking broke up with him. Oh my god. So he wasn't just hiding this from his fucking followers then? Like online. He was hiding it even from his current fucking GF. That's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Yes, Chronic, she was brown. Thank you, Chronic, she was brown.
Ruse is so Hullis.
She wasn't Indian.
Come on, Hullis. Stop asking those questions. So I don't know. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I like to bleach. I'm British. What can I say? We aim to colonize, okay? And
Ooh,
yes,
dude,
she had a
he's so
profound
gay.
impact on my politics.
He's so gay. He is so. It's like not like. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? What was that? Are we like, dude? It's like a stereotype.
Folks,
oh wait, I got it. Sorry, stickers.
Sorry, I like to bleach. I'm British. What can I say? We aim to colonize, okay?
We aim
and yes,
to
she had a
colonize.
profound impact on my politics, and I'm actually very grateful to her for that. And so I don't know when we start
letting women
migrations,
dictate your
can you guys
politics?
just give me this
What?
one? I mean, honestly, if you think about it, having a brown girl in my life kind of makes me the truest racist of them all. For all of you thinking, man, this guy's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm a complicated individual, okay? I run an entire production studio here. I work like 12 hours a day pumping out content, doing the job of like 8 different people. I edit, I do all the graphic design. That level of skill doesn't come without some neurotic baggage. The reason
That level of skill
I have to
doesn't
share
come
all
without
of this with
cocking
you
your
is because
ass.
this isn't
Lots of
information that I
skill.
put out. I'm very new to this. I only blew up like tail end of last year, but it's also, again, like none of your fucking business. If I was making content like, here's how to be a good Christian, here's William's guide to being a better man, okay, then it would be relevant. Like, you'd want your gym trainer to be a bodybuilder, okay? If your gym trainer was a fat guy, you'd have
Yo,
some
they
questions.
use $2. Ishmael Sheckelstein. Aiden, when are you coming home? Soon. Not soon at all. I won't be home till February. I'm going to Florida to stay with my grandma. And then in February I'll be home.
Also, I don't buy this at all, because you do get it when influencers say this, like, oh, I don't try and tell my followers how to live. I don't try and tell people how to live and then be like incredibly fucking judgmental about lifestyles or like opinions that they disagree with.
I thought you didn't buy that I was staying with my grandma. I was like, it's a weird thing to doubt.
No, I'm talking about him.
I don't buy this at all.
But
This
it's
guy's
like
not staying with his grandma.
it's like a retarded way that you shame a particular way of like living your life, and then you try and claim that like actually I don't make any prescriptions. Actually, my content doesn't give advice or a way or like an image of how people should live at all. Actually, it's totally neutral on that. It's just like not true.
Well, if he's anything like the other people, the other like Groyper reactor types I've seen, then it's true. There are no prescriptions. They just will like sit there and get mad at something and then say a non sequitur. Like, this is why women shouldn't vote, and then like the clip ends. Like the woman hater or angry patriot guy on X, whatever his name is. Dude, it's Groyp slop. Total Groyp slop.
That's not what I do. I never claimed to do that. I'm not a partisan for any fucking organization or ideology. I make clips for God. I make 90-second clips about Jews and Indians. That's my job. I was an editor. I was a social media manager. I decided to put up some videos so I could better my portfolio. Not expecting it to go anywhere. I just put them up because I work with a lot of right-wing influencers.
$2 Mishmil Sheckelstein. Aiden, is this the boyfriend you were talking about? Fat, disgusting slobs aren't my type.
Because I make good things. And now I'm here. And now this is my full-time gig.
Sorry.
Because I've effectively made myself unemployable. I actually was fired from doing social media management for a political campaign. I can't say who. I really wish I could. But you could probably guess, seeing as I live near Manhattan. So
there's an Italian race car drive.
And by the way, I have no reason to lie to you people, because like if I was gay, I would just be gay. If I was a tranny, I'd be a tranny. I live in New Jersey.
Disavow?
Nobody gives a fuck.
Obviously disavow.
And the fucking Baptist Goyam assholes who started this whole thing, they lap it up for Milo.
You're worried about me
all
saying
the fucking
CR
time.
on
And
this
as
fucking
some of you have
stream, and then he
figured
says
out,
the
I
T
do have
slur.
some connections
watch-
to the Daily
he's not
Wire.
in
Do you know
the
how
room.
easy it would have been to go and run water for fucking
I'm
Ben
not-
Shapiro and talk
I'm
about
not
how
Orange
much
a C in this
Hamas
room, and
hates
yet.
based fucking gays like me, and do the whole MAGA LGB without the T routine. You know how fucking easy it would be for me to do that? But no, I'm here doing this for you ungrateful assholes. Whatever.
Does that play online?
Believe what you want to believe about me.
Like,
I
what are you
don't really
saying
give a
there?
shit.
Pause it a
I'm
sec.
not a Groyper general.
Like the whole fucking thing there where it's like, well, actually, if I wanted to grift, I would like be a gay that's like pro-Trump and pro the Republican establishment. Does that pop off online? That's useful.
No,
That's useful for establishment figures, but no,
'cause you're-
on the
you're-
influencer
you're-
space,
you're
that does not play.
No, you're working with it right now. Like, this is a niche that has a growing audience, but not so many influencers behind it. Because at one point you just had like the alternative right, kind of criticizing the right and the establishment and the Jews from within.
Mm-hmm.
Like Fuentes was like the kind of main guy filling that niche. That now you can see that this niche is one where money is to be made, as you have all these new people popping up and trying it out, like the Angry Patriot, as I said before. This guy now, one of them, like this is what's gonna get him the easiest results.
But the shit that pops off like right now on X, like it's not moderate, kind of trying to appeal to like a broad fucking tent. It is trying to be like as exclusive as possible, as racist, as edgy as possible. The idea that you would play better to that crowd currently by pretending to be gay or being openly gay is retarded.
Yo, $2 from G's. Who's your new partner? Some like gay guy that I kidnapped off the street. $2 from Master Bricks. 1.7 million natural viewers, by the way. Dude, you're gonna be doing this until I'm 80. £5 from Draftle. Aiden, I disapprove of your boyfriend who's sitting next to you. He is stupid. I expected better. Just shaking my head. Not my boyfriend.
Could you say that in a less gay way, please? Like, I'm asking for my benefit, not for yours.
This disgusting sodomite that is sitting next to me is not my boyfriend.
Then you're admitting that you've invited a sodomite back to your hotel room. Can you try again?
Yeah, he actually forced his way into my hotel room.
Not the only thing I forced my way into.
One time for like 30 seconds. I'm not a right-wing influencer, okay? I'm not here.
Ishmael Shed Astro keep. Wow, man, my club shit did. Wow, crazy reference.
To teach you how to be a based avocado rare steak JD Vance voting whatever. I'm Vrillium, okay? I'm an oddball. I'm a weird guy. I have a
I'm
fucked up past.
don't
And
fit
while I'm doing
in,
better in
okay?
life,
My
glory
parents
be
just
to
don't
God,
get me,
you know,
man.
at some point I'm probably gonna land myself in controversy again, which none of that has any bearing over my content. I've never tried to tell you how to live or what to think. I've never even condemned gay people or trannies. The only people I've really shit on are Jews and Indians. And the only
I'm
reason
not a
this is
racist.
happening
I've never
is
condemned
because
Nick.
I got some motion on a tweet going at JD Vance, which, by the way, if I was on the Vance plantation, they would be lapping this story up. I would be on the front fucking page
Yeah, I'm
of their
sure,
bullshit
bro.
Substack
I'm sure.
publications. They'd be going, look at this. Reformed, degenerate leftist sees the fucking light of Silicon Valley libertarianism.
That's
oh
like
my
10
God.
that's
I'd be
like 10 years
speaking
out of
at
date. That shit doesn't
TPUSA,
fly
okay?
anymore.
Like, don't pretend for one fucking second that these people wouldn't be lapping this shit up if I just did the very simple task of going for Vance and his fucking Indian wife. So I don't know. If my scandal, if my past makes you want to unfollow, go ahead. I don't care. If you think I'm bad for the movement, first off, that's genuinely fucking retarded. Like, I need you to know that. Second,
great strategy.
What movement was I supposed to be representing? Did you really think the genius behind masterpieces such as e-bikes and illegal?
To be fair, I think this guy literally does just want, like, the money. With someone like Hugh Anthony, he wants the admiration and the cult that Fuentes has.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy can come out of this if it's just money that he's looking for. You could just keep posting short slop that gets in people's feet, and they won't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, but then you can never make a pretense to be able to talk about something seriously.
Sure. But
Which is how you, like, rally people, like, around you as a political content creator.
Yeah, but if he's only in it for the money,
Sure.
then that's not going to really matter. Victor's headphones.
Aiden's laptop.
Victor's headphones.
Aiden's laptop.
Victor's headphones.
Aiden's laptop.
Indian honor scamming. Did you really think that guy was going to be a thought leader? Really think that guy was going to save Western civilization? Like, come on.
I don't
I'm
know
an
shit talking
entertainer.
audience
I
like this,
entertain. I like to make people laugh. I like to say informative things. And yeah, when I express my political opinions, I'm being genuine. But I'm no expert. I'm none of these things. I'm just an angry young man. And if you've ever related
And
to
an
my
angry
content,
young man is doing.
video,
Dude, how long can they do the angry, disaffected young man bit? Like, how old is this guy?
I don't fucking know. He sounds like he's trying to make himself out to be a school shooter, though.
He was in a band in like the 2010. What is young here?
I feel like if you've been through this kind of, like, life experience transformation, you've got to be in, like, late 20s, early 30s.
I'm just a young man.
This is like Taylor. It's like when Taylor Lorenz calls herself a young woman. This is exactly one for one.
No, I'm a young man. You're old. You're old. Your life is over. You're an unaccomplished failure. My golden years are ahead of me. Yours are wasted.
Yeah, true. Like we are young men.
You're 24.
We are young men.
I will be the same age as you in 2030.
Well, it's like 4 years away, yeah. That's how years work, I guess.
That's how old you are. You realize I'm doubling down on the age stuff now, right?
The less and less and less applause and laughs.
You haven't done some great
I'm doing it for my
revolutionary act,
dignity.
okay? You're just also
Trying to keep your head
angry.
above water.
We collectively have accomplished nothing. I just have the balls to be honest about it, okay? I and all of my contemporaries, the actual right-wing influencers, none of us are more impactful than your least favorite OnlyFans girl. There's like 3 genuine people in this thing. That's why I admire someone like Fuentes so much, because he's genuine and he's actually doing something. Everybody else kind of runs downstream from that. And I don't know, if you don't want to accept that reality, if you want to buy this line that these people are fucking influential, has any kind of sway over the government, sorry, but you're fucking retarded. Like, that's ridiculous. There you go. There's the... Can you guys fucking leave me alone now? Oh my god, bro. Hassan Piker covered this shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yo, thank you. Thank you, hey, for the $1. Hey, just came back to check in on you. I know it's been a while, but how have you been? I turned 21 in about 2 weeks. I'm good, man. I'm good. How have you been? Hope everything's going well. Shelby, tip 3. I am a retarded Reddit mod loser fuck. Okay, G's, what's the beef with Shelby? Did G's and Shelby are having this conflict that hasn't been seen since like the times of major war. It's actually absurd. But anyways, and thank you, Ishmael Sheckelstein with the 2. Aiden, can you eat the dingleberries in his butt? Okay, then what is it? Can I just get like normal questions? Like, holy
Can you read out the normal questions?
I was reading out a dono.
$2. $2 is all it takes to get you to read out something like that, by the way. Oh my fucking god, dude. I swear to god, it's not just my Twitter.
What the fuck
I don't know, but somehow it's got like 250,000 views after 4 hours.
Okay, that's great, man. The religious guys should accept you back, but for me, there are simply too many grifters on the right. Over half the right aren't the same person they were 5 years ago. It is true when he's like the guy that was starting the Arvol guy that was starting the return to the land movement, like the white commune in the Ozarks. He got exposed for like doing porn with his wife 5 years. Like they all for some reason come out with like a I wasn't the same. Like there's some shit in their past that's like super degenerate. $2 from Draftle. Does your balls also itch? What? No? No? Alright, well, we're over halfway to Streamly goal, guys. You guys want to help us out, you can always tip through Streamlabs Super Chat. You can also join the Discord server, like, sub, all that good stuff. I'm going to go take a piss real quick, so I will leave you here with...
I can talk to them, yeah.
My buddy Dickers.
Mm-hmm. See you in a sec.
Yeah, see you in a sec, man.
How's it going, chat? Oh, man. Okay. Discord. Go Kato.
What are you doing? Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not. Check out, I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss. I didn't read any of your DMs with Go Kato, Aiden. It's fine. I can't fucking believe that.
I have PTSD. I can't do this again. I can't do this again.
I can't even describe the way that image ran either. He was like galloping with his legs like that, running out of the bathroom. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. How's it going? Leaky Dicker. That's right, Cam Nuggets. That's right. If I laugh loud enough again, do you think he'll come out again? Is he going to think the exact same thing happens? He's absolutely hiding something. Yeah. Yep. Post-traumatic parry disorder. I'm not going to leak the DMs. I'm not going to leak the DMs! No. Oh, man. How's it going tonight? How's it going? I saw that everyone was fucking suggesting shit to Aiden on the Discord server. I'm judging you that this is all that we fucking got. FYI, by the way. Okay. Somebody with a cunny VTuber is... Holy fuck! Geez G's with the 50 Canadian. Mr. Ickers, where did you get the jacket? Looks very, interesting. I don't know. Vintage shop, I guess. Thank you for the 50 Canadian. Fucking hell, I don't have to read out your fucking donations. They're not going to me, bro. Thank you, Call Me Bruh, for the 2 United States dollars. How daped is he? I don't know. I don't know. I hope to learn, but fucking hell, man. Scammed my dono, Dickers. Okay.
You're scamming?
Ishmael Sheckelstein with the 5. Dickers, be careful. He's also known as Aiden Tiny Hands Taint Tinkler. Thank you very much.
I'm known as what?
Aiden Tiny Hands
Whoa!
Taint Tinkler.
Did we get a big dono?
By Geez G's, yeah.
How much?
50 Canadian.
Yo, geez. What the fuck? Thank you so much, buddy. Super based. Dickers is crying right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's wishing we split that revenue. So, anyways. We've kind of run... Actually, that's not true. I think we have something else in here. But then there was a video I wanted to watch that seems interesting. That might be interesting to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cover more topics related to food service, hotels, you know.
Okay.
I kind of want to start doing a series where I stay in like bad hotels. Think of that.
You want to do like Hotel Nightmares, but on YouTube.
But I'm just like an amateur streamer that gets like fucking killed.
That could work. You can go to the real places, yeah.
What else do we have on this little docket before we can get to my special
Venezuela.
topic? Dude.
Yeah, don't put it out, mate. Just move on, okay?
Okay, you can't even
say Venezuela. We gotta get
Venezuela.
sand on this stream.
Alright. Oh, I forgot. You don't have functioning headphones. So, breaking. Former NFL star Matt Khalil is suing his ex-wife, Haley Khalil, for invasion of privacy after she claimed they divorced because of his enormous penis size.
I've had this problem as well.
Earlier this year, shut the fuck up. Earlier this year, Haley went on a stream and described his manhood as 2 Coke cans, maybe even a third. Matt didn't find it funny and says the invasive commentary subjected his family to abuse over the deeply personal statements.
Oh my god, it's absolutely true then. It's absolutely fucking true.
Matt says the comments earned any chance to lay low post-playing career.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, the lawsuit is going to bring more attention to this than her fucking comments. Hold on.
Can you sue over something like this? I refuse to believe that you can.
You can sue over anything. Can you win is the better question.
That's obviously what I mean, yeah.
No, I know what you're saying, but like, for how long?
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up.
Our whole marriage.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dead
Shut
ass.
the fuck up.
Dead ass.
Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna try it all. Yeah. Therapists, doctors.
You're fucking lying.
Not even lying. Looked up like lipo type shit. You know what I mean?
What? What the
That's
fuck?
why it's like not trigger. It's like kind of funny. It's like my life is a comedy and it writes itself.
But like, okay, here's funny. Okay, I don't know.
No.
Was this
take everything.
I'm glad this bitch's hips got broken.
Oh my god.
I hope it
no
hurt.
chance. Like no shot.
No, because it was like
But,
he
like- Yeah?
like he's like 0.01% of the population.
Oh, it's
type
like
shit.
that.
Yeah.
You tried though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like,
Of course. We tried
impossible?
everything. Impossible.
Yo! $50 from Orpheus. Happy birthday, Dickers. Finally hit the big 3-0. Aiden, how much to destroy the room? Well, unlike some popular PSYOP narratives against me would claim, I actually deeply value and respect the establishments in which I reside and the people that work at them. And you could not pay me to do something like that. But $50 is insane, and it is much appreciated, and it's even more appreciated that Dickers won't see a dime.
Unless it,
I'm sorry.
you know, you're gonna be in tears. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
for how long?
Oh no.
Shut the fuck up.
Our whole marriage.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dead
Shut
ass.
the fuck up.
Dead ass.
Shut the fuck up.
I already watched this. Well, yeah, I guess someone's getting sued over having a big penis.
That's all you had for that segment. Oh my fucking
What do you
god.
want? Nothing happens.
I want like a medical expert to be able to like examine a pussy and tell me the damage.
I was gonna
Who
try
the
it
fuck
all.
is this?
I don't even know.
Yeah. therapists, doctors.
You're fucking lying.
Not even lying. Looked up like lipo type shit. You know what I mean?
What?
If they go to court,
That's why it's like not triggered.
and it goes to discovery,
It's like my life.
does she have to disclose the kind of damage
But like,
that
okay,
was done to her
okay, I don't want to like
during the course of this marriage?
Was this like? Was that the? That was the
Like
biggest
the
factor.
biggest factor.
Oh my
Maybe,
god!
potentially.
But
I want it
no
on the court
chance,
record.
Like no shot.
I'm not
No,
watching
because
this.
it was like
okay.
like
No.
Yeah?
like
You
he's
see what they want me to watch?
1%.
Bipolar
Oh,
Deku
sorry,
Pregnancy Confession
China.
ASMR.
Oh, yeah, of
Who's that
course.
by?
Of course, we tried
Impossible.
everything.
Oh, we've got to watch that.
No,
Please,
we're
Amy,
not
I beg.
watching it.
5 seconds. Okay. The first 2 minutes. The first 2
No, I know
minutes.
what you're saying,
The first
but
2
like,
minutes.
for like
Watch
how
it or you're
long?
sweeping. Watch it or you're sweeping.
Shut the fuck up.
Our whole marriage.
Shut the fuck up.
No, dead
Shut
ass.
the fuck up.
Dead ass.
Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna try.
Change the sound input so we can hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, before the video starts, I would like to say that I was inspired to make this video because of Clover Cutie's ASMR collection. I find it deeply inspiring, and so I thought I would give it a go of my own. That said, that's it, Bayo. Let the video begin. Hey, babe.
But like,
Sorry
okay,
I got home so late.
okay,
I
We're
had
watching this. No, we're
Yeah,
watching
sorry
this.
for not telling you about it. I didn't want you to worry about
The
it.
biggest
What's
factor
wrong?
is-
Well, nothing's wrong, I guess. I have something to tell
We're
you.
done.
Come with me.
Yeah?
Like he's
Thank you. Thank you for the kind suggestion.
Oh, it's like that.
You gotta pause the other. You gotta.
yeah.
You gotta beat the other thing as well.
Wait, what other thing is?
Like unless it.
Can you not hear that? There's something else playing at the same time.
Like-
What is playing?
You see the Twitter tab there that's got
No,
like
I know
a
what
microphone
you're
on
saying,
it.
like,
Oh, yeah?
for how long?
There was them talking about a huge fucking 2 Coke can dick at the same time that Goat Cat was talking about the Deku pregnancy.
All right.
Very shameful for women to be making content just trying to shame each other over that kind of stuff as well. Do you not think? She's here publicly trying to shame Clover Cutie of that stuff, and you won't even watch it on stream.
I have no opinions.
I've got no opinions. We can watch the rest of it then.
No, I've my opinions are so lacking that I feel in the interest of fair use, I feel like we shouldn't.
Don't worry, I've got plenty of commentary.
I have a medical condition that doesn't let me watch videos like that.
Are we not watching the women fart video? We've got to watch that.
What is this?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Iris Hyacinth channel.
Okay. It's gonna be It's gonna be trash, but
it's gonna be better than everything else. That
I'm
you've
yours
suggested this
truly,
stream.
Iris Hyacinth, and welcome back to another video. Now, I don't think it should come as a surprise that Joey Negro.
Joey who? Joey what?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, okay.
The Joey who allegations?
That's his name, bro. That's his name.
Wait, we have to...
You're so fucking xenophobic. It's unbelievable.
You say his name. You shouldn't really be surprised that this guy is also a Go Animate or a Beyond community pedophile. I mean, who the fuck would have guessed? I mean, you clicked on this video and you watch my channel, you already know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. I don't think it should come as a surprise at this point. My channel is just basically talking about pedophiles all the time, and it's just gross. Goddamn. I mean, to be fair, it obviously cannot be an Iris Hyacinth video if we're not talking about pedophiles.
Okay, listen. I am not transphobic. I don't know if this person is even trans, but trans women choose like names like Iris Hyacinth or something. Like I knew some of those transition. They're like, yeah, my name now is Juniper Asquith, and it's like, what? Did you just like want to look like a lunatic? Do you just like want to look like somebody I like just would not trust like around anyone else in public? Like
that is actually facts. That is actually facts.
like why can't you pick names like? I don't know, Mary, or what are women names?
Sarah, Josephine, Shelley, Margaret,
Uniqua.
When trans people pick their new names, they either sound like fairies or they sound like 8-year-old women.
Yeah, like Mabel and shit, and
Yeah.
Lilith.
I want to make it known I have talked about Joey before. It was on the Vyond Community's degradation video where I talk about him in a segment, but I never really got to properly dissect him.
$2 from Master of Bricks, touching that computer with unwashed hands.
So I wanted to take
True.
an opportunity to properly analyze his terrible actions and behaviors in his YouTube history. If you didn't catch what I said earlier, Joey is just another pedophile. Ugh, again. Now let's talk about Joey, shall we? Joey Negro, or Joey Nigro, is another Vyonder or Go animator in the community who makes Go animate videos that are poorly made with little to no quality and can barely get the attention span out of anyone. The content shows mainly grounding videos or arresting videos, which obviously should go without saying that those are terribly garbage. He also routinely makes some message videos that are directed at various people, and he will respond to any trolling in a extremely emotionally charged manner, and will take anything completely seriously. Now, you may notice on his channel that most of his videos are gone, and don't worry, I'll capitalize on why that is in just a minute. But for now, let's discuss the, well, terrible things that he's gotten himself into.
Hello. Before this video starts,
watch!
I just want to let you know I put a toy gun instead of a real gun in this video, because I'm family friendly.
Don't let your kids watch it!
Is this 2016?
So to start off with how bad of a person
Lazy
Joey Negro
town
really
shit?
is, I think we should start talking about the few of the, well, disgusting things he's done as of a long while ago. Joey was considered to be the most controversial individuals that reside within the Vyond community and the Friday Night Funkin' communities. I do want to add on that he also made NSFW artwork of children from cartoon shows. He
What is
only
it about
made
this
3 of them,
community?
but the main ones
There's gonna
were
be like they've got
Super
to
Y,
they've
Caillou,
got to do like
and
a fucking
Bluey. I do want to
exorcism or
add on that the
something.
Caillou and
We
Bluey
need
ones
like
were
an
deleted
Operation
because,
Petri,
well,
but specifically for
I
the
guess he
fucking
noticed how
fucking
fucking
community.
stupid he was for
Every
making
single
that, or
time.
unless he's still standing behind what he did. If he is, that's really fucking gross, but that's beside the point. It should also be noted that Super Y is literally 9 to 10 years old, Caillou is 4 years old, and Bluey is 6 years old. The fact that our Twinkie eater and our prune juice drinker is quite aware of the age of these characters, but he still continued to make the NSFW artwork of them, I can't even explain how terrible that is. That is disgusting. But now let's touch on the key factor as to why I'm making a more dissectable video on Joey here. Joey has also had allegations.
Caillou.
Yeah.
Caillou.
Caillou seems to be like a major fixation of the Go Animate community.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm serious.
Actually.
Yep.
Allegations of pedophilia levied against him as well.
Remember when you used to be able to like hear the video when you played it?
Just FYI, that's the equivalent statement of saying like,
And
oh, the
it's
drinks
not
they
really
served on
allegations,
FG9
but
weren't
more
that
of the
tasty,
fact that
actually.
they're proven true.
How do you know?
And I think I should show you some screenshots as to what I mean. Joey was dating someone who was 16 years old at the time, who turned 17 at the time, who went by the name of Madeline Rose. Joey at the time was 22 years old when he was dating this Madeline Rose person. This here would have been a 5-year age gap because Joey is 22 and that girl just recently turned 17 and that's what he was sharing. So the guy who was texting Joey here got really concerned. He was
I would
like,
post with my 17-year-old girlfriend on Discord. 3-year age gap. What's the problem?
wait a minute, so you're dating a
She's
minor?
nearly
Joey
grown up.
basically responded with, oh, but she's nearly a grown-up, so it's okay. The dude responded,
Okay, so this guy is just autistic, developmentally delayed.
Yeah, to be fair, this guy might have like the mental age like comparable or less than her.
She might actually be grooming this.
Yes, yes.
Dude, you're 22.
Even if she was 18, it's still no, no.
What?
Huh?
In my own self-interest, I'd like to say that that is not true, actually.
And even if she was 18, it's still weird. Honestly, agreed. Joey just basically goes on full denial and says, no, it's not, I'm a hero. To be honest, I don't even know if that was like a troll or not, but he was dead ass just like saying, I'm a hero. Fucking Christ. The dude basically argued, heroes don't date kids, you fucking obese Twinkie. Joey basically said, she's not a kid, she's almost 18. And smart people know I hate Twinkies, so I'm not a Twinkie.
Dude, this guy is not like a fully
Bigfoot responds,
functioning
I'm going to
adult.
post this
I'm
on
sorry.
YouTube, you know that, right? And Joey's like, you're a villain for hating me. Smart people know you're lying.
Okay, this guy's got the mental age of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, however, it gets a little bit more concerning, right? Because he also had a history with another minor called Cutie Animate, who was 14 at the time.
Okay,
and she
alright,
basically
alright,
responded
it might
as,
be a
I'm
predator.
14, do you still want to date, sweetheart? And Joey basically responds with, Yes. What the fuck?
Wait,
you can't really excuse this either because after being told like about her age, the dude literally still said yes.
26 now.
Mm-hmm. So we would have been.
He's 22.
He's 22 now, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19 and 14.
Essence.
Yeah.
How sexy am I, baby? Okay, this
still wanted to date her, despite being aware of her age. You really can't make an excuse for that, my boy. What's even worse is that he literally showed a picture of him shirtless to the girl in question. Now, I also want to add that this cutie animated person you're seeing here isn't actually...
No. What is that? What is that chest looking like? There's something going on there.
Those are just folds.
Okay.
This guy seems like he's like mentally disabled though.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, hold on. Go back. What did they say beforehand?
What's even worse is that he literally showed a picture of him shirtless.
Babe, if you don't do it, we might have to break up, and that's why he sends that. Right, so this guy's getting like
he's getting
obviously
groomed.
fucking
He's getting groomed.
To the girl in question.
But he's being groomed.
Yeah.
Now, I also want to add that this cutie animate person you're seeing here isn't actually a real person. It's essentially a sting operation that was fabricated by someone named Glitch Animate to see if they can try to catch Joey in the act, and it turned successful. Now, I'm not here to debate whether if it's morally okay for Glitch Animate to catfish Joey, but it doesn't justify Joey, a 22-year-old man, trying to date a 14-year-old.
He might have had gynecomastia. Or whatever.
No, I think this guy's just like morbidly obese.
Maybe.
Despite being acutely aware of her age. So after he's been exposed a multitude of times for all the terrible and horrendous shit that he's been doing regarding pedos or pedophiles or making disgusting artwork, he tried to clear the air and say that, oh, he's not a pedophile because, you know, he also hates pedophiles and he sends death threats to pedophiles, bruh. I don't know, I've tried to convince myself that this guy wasn't so fucking stupid, but at the same time, all this weird shit that he's posting online, it's convinced me otherwise to say that he might be that fucking dumb. Also, for those who are confused as to why Joey is constantly talking about this Cat's Lol person, let me give you some context. Basically, since Joey is so stupid, he managed to get his account hacked, and the guy who hacked his account had either privated or deleted a lot of his videos. This essentially caused so much damage to his channel that hundreds, thousands
how many views are these fucking videos getting? 130 views, 143. Oh, so this guy's like a huge fucking problem. He's like a huge big creator in the community.
Yeah, it needs a calling out.
Right.
Videos. This essentially caused so much damage.
Thank you, Dicker's headphones.
Thank you, Aiden's laptop.
Thank you, Dicker's headphones.
Thank you, Aiden's laptop.
To his channel that hundreds, thousands of views have just disappeared. It doesn't really matter if Joey gets those videos back or not. They have an impact on his channel on the view level. And they damaged his channel to where he might not be able to make the decent amount of views to where he used to anymore. I mean, that's just what you get for talking underage girls.
This is my last resort.
Now let's uncover the interrogation portion of this video. It might be a little shorter than the rest of the other segments, but just bear with me. With all the stuff that has been unfolding before him, a few small YouTubers named Xeno Paradox, Sticks Must Be Consumed, Basil or Leafy is Queer, Blatantly White, and Animation Master formed a little interrogation call to, well, essentially interrogate our little Twinkie enthusiast here. Throughout the entire conversation between the six, Joey was essentially just complaining about Twinkies and prune juice the entire time, and how much he resents them for some reason, despite them not even being part of the questions he was asked. During that interrogation, he also showed...
Okay, somebody on it... So Lyle likes to talk about, I have a beautiful wife. These wife bros like to use their wives as a flex until you see what their wives look like. I'm not going to show you what his wife looks like because she didn't do, to my knowledge, anything wrong other than staying with that fat sack of shit. But I just want Dickers to see her, the wife that Thomas has been bragging about.
Mm-hmm.
And I want his reaction to be on stream. Okay? So let me just get this really quick. Should be here. So this is his beautiful wife that he likes to use in arguments. I am not...
That's a man with a dodgy fucking... with a dodgy AI filter to make...
I swear on my life, dude. That is his. That is actually his wife. That is Thomas Square's wife, dude.
It's like somebody caught halfway in the process of becoming like a Fallout Gold. That's the only way I can describe that. Like she's got hit with the rads and she's just started to transform.
Dude, it's so bad. And it's like, oh, my morality, I can't show you. But dude, one of these days, man, I'm just gonna show up to you with a giant poster in the back.
His phone number to them.
Yeah. I'm gonna start handing out flyers with their face.
And for some reason, he recently changed it, of course, to avoid having people call him. And he was also saying some other weird shit, which I'm really not gonna go into, to be honest. And with a full day into that interrogation, Joey had came clean and admitted to everyone that he was a pedophile. Although admitting to him being a pedo, he continues to deny what happened in his community posts, even though he literally came clean about it.
Wait, we've got to read these fucking posts, bro.
It sounds like he was bullied.
Listen, for example, Phineas and Ferb would never call me a pedophile because they're smart.
He continues to deny what happened.
This guy is mentally disabled, okay?
Okay.
He posts, even though he...
I'm not a pedophile. Plus, I hate Twinkies and prune juice. Plus, there's no such thing as a pedophile who likes Twinkies and prune juice. Plus, I never lie.
Literally came...
This is going to be my defense as well.
clean about it.
I'm going to copy and paste that.
Well, yeah.
What?
He's just straight up copying us. I mean, what the hell is he thinking with this?
Really, he's, you know, a free
I
spirit.
heard Raya's wife got a 95-pound mole surgically removed.
Joey has a
like
small
Ginny?
history of copying
Like Ginny
people.
said.
Although he isn't that big when it comes to taking people's
needs a
ideas,
doggy
he
bag.
still tries to implement them as his own original ideas. Let me show you one example from one of his video games. Yes, this guy actually makes video games. A good friend of mine named Bear Studios does a proper review on his poorly made games. If you want to check out his video on that, make sure to check him out in the description below. He's a pretty cool guy. But to move on why he's essentially not original, let's just take a look from one of his video games called Animal School of Education.
Oh my god,
now,
the literal
horrendous
mental
art he has
disabled
there.
guy.
Let's
This
just
is
take
what
a
I
look
saw.
at the
Making a game
design
with
of the
no
game. It's literally
originality.
just a direct copy
Dickers
from
left
Baldi's
me,
basic
this guy
style.
left me to
Now,
like walk by myself down like the narrow corridors of England yesterday, and this is what unironically what I saw in the alleyway. I saw a fox.
Dude. That's what you paused the video to say. You saw a fox.
I saw a fox one time before in my whole life, and it was in my old house, my great childhood home. I was doing homework at the table, and I could see into we used to have a great backyard. I could see into the backyard, and there was a fox, and I just like looked at the window. My childhood memory makes me think it was looking directly at me when I picture it. And then it ran away like some majestic creature. And I'd never seen a fox again. Until yesterday. Or sorry, the day before yesterday.
Guys, did you realize one time I was a kid, I was doing homework, and I saw a fox one time, guys?
I did!
One time I saw a fox, guys.
It was cool!
I once heard a fox screaming.
Most of the shit that
I think
literally...
they may have been both shagging when I was on the way back from work one time, and I thought that a woman was being raped because of the way they scream.
And unfolds in the game as
Weird
well
that's
is
where your
literally
mind goes to.
well
Dude,
copied from
that's what they
Baldi's
sound like.
Basics. And also like even when you play the fucking game, it either A tells you like the answer of the fucking question, or B, it's so fucking quiet you can't even like hear what they're even fucking asking you for. Like you deadass can't even turn up the fucking settings on the game itself. You literally have to go to your computer settings just to turn up the fucking sound. That is fucking retarded, my boy. I don't know about you, but that's really fucking poor game design, and the fact that he's supposed to be an educational YouTuber really shows nothing of the sort, to be honest. I know these games that he's made are like supposed to be family friendly, but would anyone ever want to play a Joey Negro game?
Yes,
I would never show
absolutely.
any kids of mine a fucking Joey Negro game in my life.
Why does he keep
Never.
saying it?
I take them straight to fucking Cool Math Games. That is a way better website than Joey's fucking weird ass fucking self. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this
That's a
little
wrap,
chaotic mess
guys.
of talking about Joey Nigro, whatever you want, I guess.
Why
I don't
don't
really
you
care at
say
this
that
point.
exactly
I
what?
hope you enjoyed the video,
He
and I
hasn't
hope
even
you
gotten
had
to
a good
edit,
time
dude.
listening to me talk about Joey Negro for like 10 fucking
keep
minutes.
saying it.
But you know, I'm hoping the best for Joey. Not actually.
Just keep it to
I'm
Joey.
hoping he's able to overcome his allergic reaction to what the fuck? As I was saying, I hope he overcomes his allergic
What
reaction
just
to
happened?
Twinkies and prune
Hello.
juice, although that's not really an allergic reaction is what I've heard. I don't know, maybe I don't know anything in the sense of Twinkies and prune juice. Maybe it is an actual allergic reaction that I am not acutely aware of, but if it is, he would have been dead at this point. Thank you all
What is
for
this
watching this
retard
video.
blabbering on
I hope
about?
you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to check out, for our final video of the night, we're going to check out a video that I was watching earlier that I want to watch. Is the weather in England been quite bad for you as well?
It's been chilly, yeah, it's been chilly. Hasn't rained very much, but it's just been like a dry cold.
So, does a cruise in the Caribbean sound nice? The tropical Caribbean, where the water is warm and blue.
I mean, I think that area is currently get bombed by the United States, for sure.
The
Yeah,
sun is shining. Does that sound nice to you?
that sounds nice. That sounds nice to me.
But,
yeah.
But it seems like cruises nowadays are wickedly expensive, no?
I mean, who can afford a cruise these days? Am I right? Who can afford a cruise these days?
Unless you're going with Margaritaville Cruises, which is the subject of the video we're going to be watching.
Whoa!
It's a budget cruise.
Was just like a dinghy. Is it like the asylum seeker version of like a cruise?
No,
Oh my god, you don't even have fucking YouTube Premium, bro.
go fuck yourself.
I'd say that people need to fucking donate up, but they already have.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, let's have a look.
Let's look at the cruise. All right, let's check this out, man. Margaritaville Cruise. You know Jimmy Buffett? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Margaritaville.
I've had an interest in cruise ships.
Yep. Well, there's a cruise for that as well.
That sounds good. I'm excited.
And I've been fascinated to watch the industry evolve and grow. In North America, there are plenty of cruise vacations to choose from the ultra luxury to the budget, all of which have their own market demographic along with massive modern ships. But there's always been one outlier in the mix here, a cruise line that has been sailing out of Florida for decades and has rebranded multiple
nice-looking
times
ship.
following bad
Not bad.
press, most recently changing their name to Margaritaville at Sea. So I traveled to South Florida to find out
That's where
what
I'll be when
sailing
I'm out
on
of the
board
shithole.
this somewhat infamous cruise line is like, and how the oldest cruise liner sailing out of a North American port fits into the modern industry. This is North America's worst cruise ship.
Predictions. We're gonna do predictions. We're gonna do it.
Margaritaville at Sea has a long
What do we think is
history
gonna
of
happen?
ultra short and ultra cheap
It's going to be
The company's
worth the
lineage
price.
dates all the way back to 1999 with
This
the
guy-
creation
this
of the
channel did a
Imperial
great video on the
Majesty
Costa
Cruise Line,
Concordia,
a budget
the
cruise
ship that-
company that offered
Mhm.
2
With
and
the
3 day
captain.
cruises.
Crashed into
The
Italy,
line
right?
ultimately rebranded following the
I've never been on a
retirement of their
cruise.
very old ships
I've
in
no intention of
2008
going.
with the
Well,
new
no, you're not
name
60 years old, so
Celebration
I'd be
Cruise Line.
surprised.
They
That was
purchased
the
an old
first time I
ferry
read
that
the
had been
house to
converted
myself.
into a
Was allowed to
cruise
be
ship
home alone
and renamed
when my
it to the
family went on a
Bahamas
cruise.
Celebration. The line
on
continued to
swingers, bro.
operate these very cheap
They went on-
cruises
I
until
don't know what cruise they went on,
2014
but I didn't
when
go.
disaster struck. The Celebration was departing Freeport, Bahamas when it collided with underwater rocks. The ship was able to return to port, but clearly taking on water. All passengers were evacuated and the flooding was contained. However, the ship was declared a total
That's what the
loss.
boat looked like when
Passengers
Perry
who were
was
on
on it with
board
me.
were not
We were
happy.
going
and the
from,
company
Slima
received
to
a lot of
Valletta.
bad press
The
from
whole
this
boat
event.
was, like,
so
tilted
much so that by the
sideways.
next year, the same executives have formed a new company called Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line. In doing so, they purchased a former Carnival ship and renamed it the Grand Celebration. They
Why is that
also
boat
purchased the
2D?
Costa Classica and renamed it to the Grand Classica. Now, this new cruise line continued to operate with varying degrees of success. They carried on with the ultra-budget business model with these older ships. Following the pandemic, though, it seemed as though their occupancy was
It's like the Ryanair
extremely low,
cruises.
sailing some voyages with under 200 people on board. By this point, it looked like they were interested in yet another rebrand.
Look at that water.
And they
That's where I'm
apparently
gonna be,
found the right
and you're
partner
not.
for that in December of 2021, when it was announced that Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville brand would partner with Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line for a total rebranding. Now, this was essentially a branding only
5 o'clock
partnership,
somewhere.
as the cruise line would
Am I
retain
right?
ownership of the vessel and keep the original executive team. The
5
financial
o'clock
terms of the deal were
somewhere.
not disclosed, but the companies did announce that the remaining ship in their fleet, that being the Grand Classica, would undergo a multi-million-dollar renovation. Margaritaville already had a partnership with Norwegian Cruise Line, with their restaurants on a few
alcoholic
of their
mother
ships,
be like-
but they decided to pull all of them in favor of this new direction. Now, the Grand Classica is an interesting ship on its own.
almost drank
She
the
was
entire
commissioned in the
wa-
late
Oh my
1980s by
God.
Costa
Yeah, I drank the whole
Cruises and
bottle.
completed construction at
What's the
Fincantieri
problem?
in 1991. She
The
continued
wine.
to sail under the Costa flag for many years to come, navigating the waters
just
of the
a bottle of
Mediterranean
wine.
and eventually Asia. In the year 2000, Costa had planned an extension for the ship and commissioned the construction of a massive 146-foot midsection. The plan was to cut the entire ship in half, slide in this new section for added capacity and length. But the shipyard who was contracted to complete the job essentially went bankrupt, and this huge section was ultimately just scrapped. Now, the ship did see some other incidents, like in 2005
the end
when
of
it
it
suffered
caught on
a pretty
fire.
large flight.
Yes.
In 2008,
Problem?
the Classica collided with an MSC
How does
ship
this
off
even
the coast of
fucking
Croatia,
happen?
suffering only minor damage.
How does this even
The same could
happen?
not be said for its second collision 2 years later, when
Only
she
ship's supposed to go,
temporarily
like,
lost
5
power
fucking
in a
knots or
busy
something.
Chinese
When they're
shipping
in,
lane
in,
and
port.
collided
Yeah.
with a cargo ship. The result was a massive gash in the side of the Classica's
Dude,
hull.
is the
So yeah, the
captain
ship had a
drunk?
storied career, and by 2018, the vessel was brought to North American waters and began her second life as a cruise to Freeport, Bahamas, and back. It became one of the oldest major cruise ships to operate out of an American port, and one of, if not the smallest to do so, at just 53,000 tons and 722 feet long. But even after its multi-million-dollar renovation and transformation into the
Aiden's stupid
Margaritaville at
grin
sea,
is, you know, I won't smile. I won't smile. Just because you said that, I was actually getting enjoyment out of smiling for the first time in a long time, but because you said that, I'm now going to be self-conscious about my smile and not do it. I hope you're happy.
Paradise.
I hope
Yes,
you feel
that's
guilty. I hope you cry yourself to sleep every night like you've made me do.
its actual name. The ship was given a no
trying
sail
to read the
order
fucking
by the
chat.
Coast Guard in July
Are you
of 2022 after
blind?
they
Kind
found,
of, slightly.
quote,
Queeman's
several issues
blind. Dude, this guy couldn't read a sign that was right in front of it. He's like, can you read that? And he's like, you've good eyesight. I'm like, no, I don't. It's right in front of you.
You can read that chat easily. I mean, to be fair, your fucking screen is pointed towards you and not me. I've got to kind of like, thanks for not smiling. Damn, that's why Aiden is so mean. True. Join the Discord.
Just look at it on your phone.
Yeah, my phone's fucking charging.
issues that put the
This guy, man. This fucking guy. Look at this guy, dude.
You're the one who doesn't have any fucking plugs next to your desk.
Problem?
Yes.
Problem?
Yes.
Wait, I do have a wait. Hold on. I did just put it. Give me your cord. Give me your.
Wait, USB.
Yeah, give me your.
Oh shit.
Unplug it from the phone. Plug it into your phone.
That actually works. That actually works.
Yes. Yeah. Could have just asked.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
safety of the passengers and crew in danger. Knowing all of this, I was very hesitant to book our voyage on their only itinerary, a 2-night, 3-day trip from the port of West Palm Beach to Freeport,
for plugging me
Bahamas, and
You're
back.
welcome.
We booked what would essentially be their version of a mid-tier
Those
cabin,
rooms look
which
nice.
is a lower-deck ocean view room, and we received cabin number 4145
I bet it's like super
on
box
deck
full,
4.
super
At
cramped,
first
super
glance,
shit.
you can tell
That's
this is
not bad.
where
That
a
is
lot of the
not
money
bad.
from the renovations went, as each cabin got a fresh look that is admittedly
TV shit,
pretty
though.
clean looking.
The wall's
I
way
like the
too
large
empty.
TV in the corner, and the bed linens actually feel pretty nice and were also clean. There's also a nice side chair and a small desk area. We got a mini fridge, more than enough closet space for a 2-night trip, and of course a porthole. The artwork in here was nothing special, but was definitely on brand, as was the wallpaper. However, then there's the bathroom, which did not get the same treatment as the rest of the room. Just a new coat of paint, a new floor that already looks very worn, and an awkward picture frame. Everything else is basically the same as the Costa Classica, and that's apparent from the 90s-esque vanity and sink, which has a design flaw that won't let you turn the faucet handle all the way to cold since it collides with the mirror. It also has a tiny shower with an exposed dirty drain. By day 2, there was a pretty strong sewage odor that was emitting from the drain, and it all just felt really gross. The finer details within the main space were also suffering from its age, primarily with a major lack of any plugs. We only had one North American socket under the desk, but also surprisingly a USB-A and C port above the desk.
No plugs.
Water was in the room,
no
but
plugs.
an extra tub
You wouldn't be able to do
was a
it.
bottle of wine. The ceiling in our closet had some mysterious splatters and possibly mildew or mold growing on it, and the rail for our bathroom sliding door I don't think has been cleaned since 1991. There's also just a few quirks about this cabin that date it back to a different time. And while it wasn't unlivable, I think a further renovation could be a benefit for all the cabins here. But we were also traveling with our friend Michael, and he had a cabin on the other side of the ship, also on deck 4. So we went to go see what his room was like, which on paper was the exact same category as us. But his room also had a few quirks that completely puzzled us. Like his cabin for some reason had 2 seats rather than our 1, but a smaller bed overall. Unlike our cabin, his did come with some charging ports on at least one of the bedside tables, as well as a full blackout drape. His bathroom floor was also, for some reason, different than ours, but just as warm. Though his cabin was also just missing a mini fridge, and when we put a blacklight on it, well, it wasn't great. Most concerning of all, though, was that we noticed the smoke detector above the bed was completely sealed.
We've got to try and detect what this is, just given the fucking splatter pattern.
Carlo IA room?
Tyrone asks, where's the splatter test? Here we are.
That's not a black light.
No, go forward, retard.
So, was that we noticed something smoke detector. Well, it wasn't great.
Hello?
Test. Yeah, audio.
Our audio is going to be shit. Our audio is going to be absolutely...
Try and like send it back to the original.
Send it back?
And see if that works. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we don't know why the audio isn't working.
Do you want me to unplug it from the microphone and try it?
I already unplugged it.
So, yeah, but you unplugged it from the PC. Did you try and unplug it from the actual microphone itself?
I guess I could try that.
Okay.
Alright, now let's try it. This is a disaster. Come on, buddy.
It's a little bit of a scuff stream. That's fine.
Alright, guys. You're just gonna have to bear with shit audio for now.
Most concerning of all, though,
I'm
was that
sorry.
we noticed the smoke detector above the bed was completely sealed.
Don't try and blame my earphones
over
again,
with
dude.
tape.
It's your
Something you'd see in
earphones.
like a
I'm telling you,
$40
it's not my
motel room.
earphones.
Wait, now we
It's not-
can't even hear anything.
Oh my fucking god, dude! This is your laptop 100%.
Oh, because the fucking. All right. You know what, guys? We're probably gonna have to call it a stream.
Wait, actually,
Wait.
because we can't hear anything.
Nope.
The most compelling case for
God.
I'm gonna have to do a driver update and everything. Figure out what the fuck's going on.
Fuck. Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. A great stream. We hit goal. We'll see you on the next one. And great stuff happening here. Until
Lots
next
of love. Goodbye.
Take care, guys. Who are we gonna raid you into? Redirect. Alright, it looks like I'll be ending stream. There's nobody to raid into. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.